he was breaking away my friendships, you know what I mean? Because poor Canadian Angie earlier on, she's trying to say no, but it's not, but she's not, so it's so they tear away your support system because you're arguing with the people closest to you. Now you've got no control over me, pricks. There, what did Sam Walker call them? I need that one. Puffed out or something. Yeah, love, I'm not scared of you, and if your family want to come for me or you want to get anyone to come and do something because you're an abuser, no, I'm not frightened of you. You've got no power over me. Thank you, Corey. I'm gonna live my life as it was before. I figured, you knew where I was for a whole year and you didn't dare to do anything, and I was in a flat, you know what I mean? So, I don't even care. You've got no power over me. You're the pathetic one. You're the waste of space. You're the one who's in the box room of your stepfathers, with your butterfly wallpaper. You're the one with the tragic life. And if your family want to support an abuser and want to come for me, or anybody wants to come for me, because I've been abused by this man, and there are multiple victims now, and I'm going to play you another victim, but this one's given me permission, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not going to speak on Talia because I don't know whether, I've panicked and then put it out and she's backtracked, so I don't want to talk on Talia. Thank you so much, Corey. Thank you, my love. And honestly, I'm so grateful, and to EQ Minx, I'm sorry I phoned earlier on, because Delusive Angie was trying to say, well, what we heard in that is not justified by abuse because abuse was denied, and then so people were trying to use it that I doubted an abuse, and Angie was trying to say, ignoring somebody like she described, and so Angie was trying to defend me, but EQ Minx was getting the wrong end of the stick, you know what I mean? So well, I believed anyway, so you know what I mean? I can't cope. But they were phoning me up and stuff though, you know what I mean, and actually communicating with me, asking how I was and stuff. They weren't like just taken to social media and without knowing anything, and you know what I mean, type of thing. So yeah, so I'm very sorry to anybody who I've been short with. Obviously I've been unfortunately I fell back into the cycle of abuse because it brought back so many horrific memories and all that, but fuck that, love. So I'm going where I want, when I want. I'm going to get my nails done tomorrow. If you want to wait around and try and find out where I live and bugger off, I'm not scared of you. You want to hurt somebody that you did this to? You did this to me, so I'm not going to live in fear. And do you know the way you keep, I hate the way men mock women and say, why haven't you been the police then? Everybody already knows what you are, and it's not a guarantee to get you justice, so I'd rather live in this justice. Everybody knows. If you've got a problem, how about you go to the police, you know what I mean? How about you go to the police? Oh my god, Tommy T. Hello, my love, and I'm so sorry about yesterday, Tommy, that I couldn't even bloody defend my own friend when you needed me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tommy. It's come through twice. Oh my god. It came through twice, Tommy. But the second gave me a jump scare. Thank you so much, Tommy. It frightened the blood Jesus out of me. Thank you, Tommy, and we are going to cover what the injustice that's been done to you as well. I'm not frightened of you, I'm not frightened of your family. If you want to hurt me because I was abused and lied to and financially controlled, and there's multiple women now coming forwards, then it says more about you. But I'm not living in fear. I'm going to take down the extra cameras that I put up for my own peace of mind. You know what? I'm going to, whenever I feel like a bit overwhelmed, I'm not going to, because you know what? I'll remember you forever, Rickster, because I'll use you in my mind to encourage me to get up in the morning, to eat that sandwich, and to never neglect myself again, because you're the abuser. You abuse women because you're a coward, and you take down strong women. Thank you so much, Seagull Sam. Notice how it's all strong women who have their own successes, you know what I mean, and he grinds them down to nothing because you feel like nothing, because you're not powerful. You wouldn't do it to a man. And I implore all the men on this app to please help us women who are suffering abuse. But we don't need help because we're strong, and I don't need help. But this is an abuser who I've got proof that he's abusing multiple women, and if there's any other women, please come forward, because now's your time. You know what I mean? Now's your time to unite and stand together as women, because I didn't even really think of myself as much as that I'd suffered abuse until it all come around again, and it brought me all back to it. Thank you so much, Nanny J. because I'd moved on with my life, and I've been with 2 other partners since, and he won't leave me alone. But I don't care. Harm me all you want, you'll never get me. You'll never get any girl, because we're more successful, you're more brave. You know, you could never do what I do. You could never come on here and be vulnerable and tell people, you know what I mean, that you've been through abuse and all that. So yeah, I've been abused by Ricky Walker in Birmingham, and any men on this app, there's multiple women, not just me, who he's abused, and they're coming forward as we speak. So, you know, why is an abuser allowed to be on the app? And as for Miss Red, you really hurt me this morning when you said, at this stage, you all just need to get on a call together. That man abused me and whittled me down to absolutely nothing, and I fell into the cycle of abuse again, and you wanted me to get on a phone call. What a horrific thing to do, and it was in front of 8,000 people as well, and I'm like this, panicking, and I'm trying to join Miss Red's box, and I shouldn't, as a victim, have been put in that position. Why would anyone speak to their abuser? And it makes me question whether some of these women have been through abuse, because, you know, you can see it. I can identify with you women, you know what I mean, who've been through abuse, and men, but, you know, I'm talking about me, so I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, men get abused too, because I've been abused. Multiple women have been abused who are coming forwards now. I'm not going to speak on Talia, because nobody knows, you know what I mean, but that's for her. You know, I panicked, I didn't do anything out of malice or revenge. This man, you know, you don't intimidate anybody, boo. You should be scared of me and other women that are going to threaten. And I'll talk about my story if I want. If I want to tell people what you did to me, and if I want to warn other women, I will do. You won't do nothing to me. You won't do nothing. You've already abused me. You tried to abuse me again. You know, I'm not putting up with it. And thank you to everyone who subscribed me, and thank you so much to Sam Walker, because you know what? I had a lot of strong women. Oh, Delusa Vanji, oh my God, I love you, girl. I'm so sorry, I'm not forgetting anyone. I've just got so much to say, you know, because I silenced myself. I've got the most powerful voice going, and I silence myself, you know what I mean? For an abuser, no way, Jose, I'll sleep soundly at night. Yeah, I'll even sleep with my window open. I'm that confident. You'll do nothing. You won't abuse any more women. You're a weak man, and if Annie wants my help in this custody battle, you're evil, absolutely born evil, and if I get banned for calling you born evil, then I get banned. You are evil, you abused me, yes you did. And as for Mother Teresa, I want to see you cry, you won't see me cry, and you're a nothing, you'll always be a nothing. And if Miss Red stands by you after saying that, you mocked my abuse. Ha! You mean nothing, you're a little pipsqueak, peasant, you'd never mean anything to me. I'm rich, I'm famous, you're a little scumbag. You look like a crackhead, by the way, as well. Just so you know. So yeah, hate me all you like. Hate me because you hate me. Oh, you hate it, don't you? That you can't break me. And as for any pact, you must be joking. There's no pact. I'm not in liaison with anybody. You know, I know who's been there for me. I know who hasn't. And you're not going to be coming for anybody in a nasty way, you know what I mean? But I'm going to continue what I'm doing. I'm not going to be frightened in my own home. You know, I'm not going to have any of that. If you want to track down my address, then you can do it. I'm not living in fear anymore. You're an abuser. Right. And your family ought to leave me alone as well, you know what I mean? You've got Aunt Sally campaigning for him, he's an abuser. You know, Fran and Indy, you know what he's done. So, like, he's making threats with people like his family that are going to hurt us and all that. And not just me, another woman that I'm about to play that she's going to be hurt and things like that. So, you know what I mean? Why would you want to hurt somebody who your family member's abused? Or what satisfaction would you get out of that anyway? Not that I'm scared, but because I've not done anything. Why should I, the victim of abuse, who didn't deserve to be abused, who just loved genuinely, and thank you so much, Becky, you don't deserve any of the hate. When I see you live next, I'll be sending you a lion, love. Because you don't deserve it, and I'm grateful to you for everything you did, and you've got nothing to reprimand yourself for. And yeah, you've got nothing, and I'm not even going to say what you asked me to say earlier on, because I'm a professional and I know, you know what I mean? So best not to even make a point of it. You've done nothing wrong. You know, I was as frantic as you. Multiple people have got multiple correspondences with me, including Gracie, begging for help, and Natalia was being abused, for instance. So I've got nothing. I've panicked. I've got the police calls, the law. So say it was wrong all you like. No, it wasn't, because now another woman's came forward, and I'll stand by everything I've done. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Cheeky Geordie. And thank you so much, Sam, because this is what I was going to say about Sam. Like, my dad's in his 70s, and like, it's hard, like, because my dad, he's a man, but he's an old man now, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to worry him, so I had no strong male figure telling me anything, you know what I mean? So I had loads of strong women, you know, and that was fine. That was how I was like, because there was loads of women, and I'm like, And then when Sam, like, you literally changed my whole way of thinking, and I'm so grateful to you, Sam, and I'll never ever forget that. And I'll never shed a tear on these nobodies, who want to go around abusing women and think it's okay. And if anyone wants to tack me off the back of it, then that's up to you. But I don't deserve to be abused. I've changed my ways and I haven't faltered so far. An end of the chapter came with the newspaper article which says that, it was all comedy, a genre of comedy, and that's like my certificate of passing. So I'm not saying nothing nasty. I'll have my opinion. If someone comes for me, I'll come back at you. But don't think that I'm in any type of pact with any of you creators. I'm in a pact with Delusive Angie because I made it in my own brain. She's not agreed to anything, but I'm making virtual pacts with people who've been there for me, you know what I mean? Delusive Angie, I love that woman. I don't care if she... You know what? You've sometimes got to let Angie ask the questions that hurt you as you're listening, because she's not asking it. She's asking it to try and get them to slip up so she can then later jump on them. So, I'm not going to worry whenever Angie's dealing with anything to do with me, you know what I mean? But I feel misread as a disgusting woman, and she's a man's man, and she's not for women at all, and she just sits there on that platform and allows women to be constantly silenced. She told me to contact my abuser, like, why, when I literally nearly fell into the cycle of abuse. If it wouldn't have been for the main people who I can say thank you to, is Delusive Angie, Canadian Angie, Sam Walker, EQ Minx, No Ducks, FYPT, thank you so much for all your help as well. I'm sorry I'm not going to miss anybody because there's loads of us. I've had so much support and I love the cult. I love the cult, absolutely love them. And I don't hate any audiences, so I don't hate Misread either. I'm just really disappointed, and I realise now that I don't like the woman that she is, you know what I mean? I'm not going to hate on her unnecessarily, but she doesn't care. She's too busy trying to go, oh, I know this has happened before. Oh, I know men go through it too. She won't focus on the actual issue. She'll always go around it and then let Mother Teresa in the box to mock somebody who'd been through, like, domestic abuse, because it falls under the category what I went through. And it nearly happens again, and instead of Misread using her platform, and she can't say, oh, I did it today, because she literally lied a few months earlier that I showed you, saying that I did it and all that, and Rickster was telling the truth. So she's an awful woman. She goes with the crowd, that's why she's constantly looking at the chat, because she's incapable of independent thought. I'm never going to go onto the level that they want me to go on, and it makes me even more happy that Mother Teresa is going to be spewing at every moment that I never let myself down again, because I love my audience. I love you all, and thank you so much for supporting me. And I'm sorry if I upset anybody yesterday, but I was literally so scared because I've been through the same thing, so they played on my heartstrings. Thank you so much, Tommy. So I just thought it was real. It could still be real, so I might have done the right thing because it's exposed them and more women have come forward now. So for those that condemn me, I don't feel bad for it. I don't feel bad for it, and I'd do it again. You know what I mean? I'd do it again. And if there's any other women want to come forward, I will put your story on my platform and not scared. If anybody, like I say, for the last time, wants to come and hurt me because I got abused, then that's up to you. Okay, sorry, I will need to do something a second. Trigger warning for obviously women abuse from a man. So if you need to leave now. Have I missed anybody that's been around me? Because I'm sorry if I have, because obviously you can imagine I've been frantic. And I just want to say to Canadian Angie's Discord, like, you turned on me in an instant when it was the height of stress. Oh, thank you, Polar Bear. Thank you, Zach. No! Bun Zach, absolutely not. He didn't use his platform to speak on it. He silenced himself. And I love Zach still, by the way. I know Zach because he's got his ADHD, so he said, when he rang me earlier on, he was like, oh my God, it's so good to hear your voice. And then he went on to tell me how worried he was and what he'd done. Like, oh yeah, I was so worried and bun them all. And he didn't even let me speak, but I was laughing inside, and I love Zach, and it doesn't matter because he's so amazing and I love Zach. So, he's so self-absorbed, he's comical. Honestly, he rang me to say, oh, I've heard your voice today. I couldn't shut him up to even tell him what was. And I was laughing to his. I was going, oh yeah, all right, Zach. And he's like, all right, girl. I know you told me to, Tommy. It's because honestly, I literally nearly fell into the cycle of abuse again. But I'll never let a man abuse me again. And I'm stronger than you'll ever be, because you have to abuse women. You know what I mean? In real life, not just an app, just not an argument between two people. Because you can muddy the waters all you like, Mother Teresa, and make out like I'm the worst in the world. But you're actually the worst in the world, love. Because if I found out that Misread was being abused, or my worst enemy, I would still give give them empathy, compassion, and reach out to them, you know what I mean? But you decided to laugh, that'll be immortalised forever, and you want to say I'm the worst in the world, bloody hell, you know what I mean? So yeah, ha ha ha, watch me succeed, bitch. Right, let me get this up, loves. Not me wedgie, because I haven't got one no more, you know what I mean? Oh yes, I'll never be abused again. Fuck that, living inside the doors. I'm going out tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm going to get my nails done, you know what I mean? I'm getting my toes done. Oh yeah, I'm not having it. No way. And Chelsea Lee, you're disgusting. You know exactly what he did to me. You were there for me at the time. You know, I cried to you, and you know he's an abuser, and I'm going to prove he's an abuser with another woman, so you're going to invalidate this other woman because you don't like them. So you made it moderated of an abuser, so you are absolutely foul, and I would never want to be your friend, so bun you as well. Imagine, the woman claims to have gone through domestic violence, then sides with a known abuser. Okay, so I have took the language out of this, sorry, FYPT has took the language out of this for me. The girl, she needs to be pinned.
With you.
Okay, so I've got another woman who's been a victim of abuse at the hands of this person. We bleeped out all the language. It is triggering conversation now. And this is a woman who slept with him. So we're going to hear from her. Where is she in the chat? Can me mods look out for her and pin her? Because I need you all to follow her. And don't worry, all these women are going to stay under my wing. They've got me WhatsApps and stuff. And anyone who wants to come forward, then come forward. And, you know, I've got your back. I've been through the same. My abuse is no more important than yours, you know what I mean? We've been through the same thing, it doesn't matter what. Hey, so when people have dark clips, I have to bring a light up. Rach, there she is, can we all give it a follow? Another victim you're about to hear. There's only half of this at the moment, because FIPT's just give me the other half, so let me just thank you so much, FIPT, and I want to say thank you to all the people who've helped me, Observer, everybody. There's so many. I can't name you all because there's so many, but I hope you're not offended. Oh yeah, the people in Canadian Angie's Discord, you're truly awful. Angie's been through abuse herself, Canadian Angie, and I said to her, he tried to break down me in a circle by doing all the nonsense and all that, you know, so that my friends were saying, no, don't be going off live, you better get on tonight at 8, and I'm going, but I can't, and they're like, you fucking can, because they know that I'm strong. So I'm arguing with them. So when I'm feeling like everyone's not listening to me, when they're actually got me best, so I was being literally re-abused, which I'm not anymore. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'll never fall into it again. Never be afraid again. I would never be afraid again. I would never ever. And no woman should be made to feel afraid of a man ever. You're the weak one to have to punch down on weaker people. And I've been female since I was 18 years of age, got my breasts done, so, you know, like, I was, like, would you do it to an 18-year-old, you know? So basically, like, I managed to get everything done, and so I am a woman, and you will not invalidate me, you know, so you're an abuser. Oh yeah, so Canadian Angie Discord, you got no empathy at all. I'm very disappointed, you know, you had no right to do that. You should have known how much pressure I was under. Thank you to the people who didn't shout at me and didn't go live and, you know, like, say I'd done anything wrong in any way, you know what I mean? Because I stand by everything I've done, from the uploading the call, because I was frightened and I thought she was under abuse. She still could have been, and I still might have saved her by every single person knowing who he is now and what he's done. And the male creators on this app, I do really beg you to deal with them, because we're women and we're all speaking up and we're all fighting, but where's the men to help us? Like, we're your creative friends, you know what I mean? Whether we get on or not, it's not on. There's abuse. Listen to this.
Everyone on the app, Lucy Vange, Evil Queen, if I have to go and snog Evil Queen and team up with you, I'll come for you. Do you understand me, Rach? You'll never come on TikTok again. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
And I swear on my daughter's life, I will destroy you. I'll destroy you, and I will swear to God, nobody ever heard of you. You'll go back to your free followers, everyone on your street, around your living, your works. Nobody will have anything to do with you, because I put you everywhere. Do you understand me?
I genuinely don't understand what I've done there.
Not with me again, I'm telling you now.
So this the lady here, so we really need your help. It's not for me, the men of the sap, you know. Would you have an abuser on here usually? Like, it's ridiculous. And even, no, I'll just like, listen, sorry, I'm pressing the wrong thing.
Because the way I feel about you at the moment, I will destroy you, and I've never said that about anyone in 4 years on TikTok. 4 years.
Richter, what have I done?
You're literally, you know what you've said. You messaged 2 birds about me sleep.
And can I just give you a bit of advice, everybody who will be triggered? Don't be. This is a man getting saved. We're exposing him to everybody. all these women's abuse is going to come out. The stories are coming out. So take pleasure that a man's getting it. You know what I mean? And it's getting public. 8,000 people are watching right now. You know what I mean? So this is your justice, girls. Take pleasure in watching a man get shown for exactly who he is, and not by me anymore. It's not me lying or manipulating anything. This is another woman, and you can hear it all. And this woman sat on this for a year, terrified. She's not terrified now.
Sleeping, that's fine. I don't give a fuck about that. That's your.
No one knows about me and you sleeping together. I've not told no one.
Listen, somebody's been sending videos. Somebody's also been telling Talia about the group stuff, sending it to men. Who've been sending it to Talia. And in your live tonight, who was in there? It's funny coincidence. That's Talia's main mod, best friend, who hates me. Claire is in your live.
I didn't even know who that Claire is, though, Rickster. That's new to me.
So it's not you sending all the videos, all the messages to somebody says, forward on to Talia. It's not you, right?
Absolutely not. No, on my kids' life, Rickster.
Claire in your kids' lives, that ain't you.
Don't worry, everybody. I've already passed this footage over to FYPT, and they have taken all of the language out, and also this lady's child's name. So we've done everything by the book. I'm sorry about yesterday. I didn't know. I ran off emotion, but we've done it properly now.
I swear on my life, Rickster.
Why did you ask? Tell me this then. When you phoned Chelsea and asked if we sleep together, when we didn't, I told you once you should take my word. Why the why was you ringing Colette and asking Colette did we sleep together as well? Why? Tell me.
I don't even know why.
No, don't say why. Don't call Colette a liar. Why did you ask Colette about it as well? Why?
No, I don't know. It was my bad. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't anything like.
Listen, listen, no disrespect, Rachel. I follow you because you followed me for 4 5. Did you get 4 5 people in all? I still support you, yeah. When the Valster, I know Valster, I've been on holiday with him and everything, right? I fell out with Valster when he turned around and brought you the bed stuff. I also seen Chelsea and had nothing but praise for you. Praise the fuck out of you. And told us.
He didn't say anything to me about this.
Nothing but praise for you. Praise the fuck out of you. And told us, listen. I told her straight, I said, listen, I've got time and love for Rachel. Do not go for her because I have got time for her. I've also a fallout.
So he's been weaponising me still, even though he's abused me too. He told this woman that I'd come for her and all that. She's been frightened to speak out for a year.
Had your back loads of times, even though you only Talia's the other day and befriending them, going on like you were best mates, which was disgusting, by the way, had me the off. I still thought, you know what? I'll give her a lie. You're hardly ever in the group commenting anyway, so you've got some hate campaign going on lately towards me, which is disgusting. Yeah, well, that's what it seems like to me. And then all of these phone calls you're making to others and all that as well, then Claire in your life, it don't look very good for you, does it, Rachel? Let's be honest.
No, I honestly, on my kids' life, Rickster, I didn't even know that Claire was one of like Talia's mods or anything. I swear I didn't.
You did swearing your son's life. Swearing your son's life.
If you could see me now on video, I swear on my kid's life, Rickster. I 100,000,000,000% swear on Molly's life.
I'm loyal to.
Oh, sorry. She just texted me. I have got the wrong end of the stick. It's not me, Chelsea. It's a different Chelsea, she said. Sorry, just for full transparency, so there's no comeback. I've made a mistake. I've only come into possession of this an hour ago. And I thought it meant me, so correction, strike it from the record. Not guilty, it wasn't about me, it was about another girl called Chelsea. Are we all clear on that?
To the core, loyal to the core, to my mates, to my brothers, to my family.
I know loyal. You are.
I'm loyal. I follow less than 100 people. Less than 100 people. Some of them I can't stand, yeah. And you're one of the people I follow, right, and talk to, and get my number to, and I
wouldn't do anything to jeopardise our friendship, Rickster. I don't understand. It's the last thing I would ever want is jeopardising our friendship, Rickster, ever.
Especially when I've been.
You have had my back.
I've had your back.
Of course you have.
I've had your back over the years.
You have, Rickster, and
even though when you said that about me and.
Exactly.
I could have went for you. I could have went for you, and I didn't.
I know.
I
exactly.
You know what?
And I would never, ever tarnish that ever again. And do you know what?
I said to you before, you ever do that to me again? And I did say it to you. You ever do something? I'm coming for you. That's what I said to you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not me infuriated.
Which I completely understand, but I actually can't believe that you're ringing me, asking me if I'm behind sending Talia these messages. I don't even like the girl. I hate her. Don't even know the girl.
Probably because Claire was in your life. Claire was in there. That one, and
Right,
also
so-
I'm disappointed that you're phoning up others and asking about me sleeping with them, and it's got nothing to do with you.
No, I
didn't
know.
anyway.
I know. Well, that's my bad. And
told you
we
it didn't.
yeah, I know. And we've had that conversation. I did apologise for that.
But Rach, if I f someone, right, I would say, yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't.
That was you know, that was out of order of me. Obviously, you know.
It's not that, Rach. You have different geezers around your house every year. When you got geezers around you, and you said to somebody the other day, you had somebody around there, then you was on about your boyfriends falling out of them, and then you're making up with them.
What?
1 minute they're not nasty, you're making up with your boyfriends, and you're trying to make. I don't go around fucking women all the time. You know, I'm not a. I could be with a woman now. I believe it or not, I'm a fucking decent loyal geezer. I'm fussy about the women I sleep with, proper fussy. And I can have a woman every day of the week. I've come out of you know about the relationship with Annie when I come down and literally opened up to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Proper opened up to you.
I don't understand why you're coming at me with that though, telling me I've got blokes around my house every week.
Somebody said who said it to me? Somebody said that you made it up with your ex-fellow or something. You turned around and said that he abused you and everything and all that. Next thing you know, you're his mate again.
Oh, when I let him stay here with his dog for a couple of nights because he had nowhere else to stay. I wasn't going to let him sleep on the street, was I? He was literally sleeping on the street. Doesn't mean anything was going on between me and him.
Yeah, it's just how people talk, isn't it, Rach? You know what I mean? Rachel, you're telling me, you're telling me, because I'm pissed off, man. You know, that Claire shouldn't have even been in your life. And also, I'm pissed off about you phoning up about people and asking my personal life.
Right, well, I am sorry about that.
If you're telling me, because, listen, the reason I'm putting two and two together, because that scumbag Claire's in your life, and all she's done is belittled me, but content about me, she cannot stand me.
And I literally have just sworn on my kid's life that I didn't even realise who that was. If I knew who that was, I would genuinely go, who the f*** do you think you are in my life right now? You know I would, Rickster, but I didn't even know who that was.
If you're at listen, Rach, all this drama.
Sorry, I was saying, don't feel sad. Rachel's great. She's fine. Honestly, we've took our power back. This is empowering for us. So honestly, don't be worrying. Give Rachel a follow. Thank you so much for all the gifts, everybody. We're taking our power back. So this is an empowering moment for women all across this app, loves.
Oh man, dramatisation.
Do you know how much fear has been instilled in all of us? You know, we're not fearful anymore. You stay to you, bullying women.
It's got to stop, Roy. Number two, if you've got something to say, you pick up the phone to me, you tell me.
This is the way you talk to a man, you know what I mean? But he hasn't got it in him. You know what I mean? He lives on the fear of his brother's name, but his brother thinks he's a decent person. His probably whole family are. You know, they're probably outraged. But I'm not being scared of this person. Neither's Rachel, neither's anybody else now. And if Annie wants me to come forward and help her in the trial of getting him away from, you know, whatever she needs to do, then I will be helping her. And you'll have to murder me to shut me up, because no one's scared of you. You've bullied women. You've abused them, you've took money off them, extorted them, ground them down, then you deserve nothing. And any human person with an ounce of empathy, male, female, from your family or not, would be absolutely disgusted right now.
Me.
Okay.
What's the problem? Somebody hit you the other day, and I turn around and say, look, I said I punched his head in. Do you think I wouldn't come to and punch somebody's geezer's head in for you? Do you think No, I'm not. He's in the size of me. I'm an honourable. I can fight like. I've knocked the geezer out because I've got respect for you.
I know.
I've got love for you. I've known you a long time.
But but the thing is, though,
obviously,
I wouldn't let you do that, though, Rickster. I wouldn't let you come up here and do that.
Well, I would do that. I'm just saying, it hurts me a little bit more when I've known someone for 4 years of my life, gone out my way to meet this person, back her up with situations that really upset her, and against females and males, and tell you stuff, and then all of a sudden you're phoning up people about my personal life. You know what I mean? You're in the box.
The thing you've got to laugh at as well is he's clearly shitting himself here, because he knows she's got all the power, but he manipulates women. But no more, love. You're the one who's shitting yourself, begging her, oh, don't say this, oh, look, because you're shitting yourself, you're the shitbag.
Talia, you're letting a mod in you.
And it's usually women on their own, if you notice, you know what I mean? This woman's got a child. He said he'd filmed all around the house to her and everything, and if she said anything, he'd put all the house up and, you know, expose her and that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Your lives.
She sat on this for a whole year, and then she thought it was very important today, you know, with everything that was going on, and it was her time to come forward, and she's being heard by 9,000 people. Women across the world unite and be glorious right now.
And obviously, that's happening. You're telling me that you had said that stuff. I believe you, because you've sworn your baby's life to them.
Yeah, I have. But you,
All
to
right.
be fair though, what I'm upset about, you did call me a baby before.
Did I? I called you
You
that.
did, yeah.
When was that? When did I call you a baby?
It was at the start.
When did I call you a baby? I can't remember
So
calling you
it
a
was
baby.
when you were
Making women cry. What a big man
talking,
you are.
you did call me a baby before.
Did I? I called you
You
that.
did, yeah.
When was that? When did I call you a baby?
It was at the start.
When did I call you a baby? I can't remember
So
calling you
it
a baby.
was when you were talking about. And
What,
I
just
really
now,
didn't
just
want to
now,
get
just
upset. Why the I getting upset?
Because he's emotionally abusing you in front of your face, and you couldn't see it because he's a master at it. Because he works on putting fear into women.
So you were saying about
You're not a man. Sam Walker's a man. That's a man. That is a man. You're a nothing in comparison. You know, and please nobody bring any of his family into it, you know what I mean? They're probably as horrified right now as we all are, you know, we can't assume that they knew. As far as they were concerned, I'm a trouble causer. You know, he's manipulated everybody, so who's to say he hasn't? So I don't want anyone getting judgment other than the person who's done it, because it's not fair, is it? They haven't come for me so far, you know, it's been nearly 2 years and they knew where I lived and everything, so it's just him trying to put fear into me, and it's not going to work. I'm not scared of you.
and then it went. Do you know
Yeah,
what,
because
Rachel?
I'm-
you are.
I'm-
You're a baby.
Right, there's more of this now. There's a part 2. It's all the language been taken out again. And any identifying things to do with the children and that. Oh, I have to go to that account again. I'm going.
With you out of everyone on the app, Lucy.
It's on my other account, the Chelsea Harwood for the screen recorders. Oh, I think it's been taken down, the other bit already. Hang on. Don't worry, loves. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Sun Twins, and we are going to cover Tommy T's story tonight, love, because we're just getting on with our life, honestly. Part 2. Right, sorry, it might take a few moments. I don't think I pressed upload, to be honest. Or maybe I did. Don't know. It's on an old account, so I don't care about losing it, you know what I mean? Oh no, I didn't even upload it. Let's get this last bit uploaded. Post. Ah, Sam Walker's so funny.
So scummy.
All of my friends really helped today. Honestly, and thank you to each and everyone. If I've forgot any to mention any, I'm so sorry. And the cult love, oh, I love yous. And I'm glad that I am who I am now, and I've actually got good people. Thank you, Crazy. Thank you so much. And they'll never trigger me again. And Alex Brigham, oh my god, thank you so much, Alex Brigham. If you ever get to see this, thank you very, 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 very much. I like Alex Brigham. I think he's alright. I think, you know, everyone's had a bad opinion of me in the past, you know, and if people give me a second chance, I like Alex, yeah, absolutely. And I can like who I want, you know. He's a good man. Miss Red's not a good woman. I see through her now, you know what I mean? I was still blinded because I'm susceptible to manipulation, but not no more. It's gone now. No more manipulation. I owe you nothing. You're the ones that are scared of me talking. That's why you tried to enter me into a pact with you to not talk about my personal life, because you thought, oh, if we don't talk about what you want, because as soon as something comes up about you, it's going right up, love, and I don't even need to be vile anymore. Ha ha ha. We'll do the FYP like you've done for years on everybody's personal incidents and all that. So you needed me. I give off you as a platform. Do never forget. Corey Wild as well. Thank you so much, Corey Wild. I'm not going to say thank you to Canadian Angie's people yet, because I don't know who has turned their back on me. So when I find out, you know, I'll be thanking the people who were there last night too. I can't believe she just talks like that. I was under the worst pressure possible. I'd let myself fall into the cycle of abuse again with my abuser. You know, I was frantic, thought I was going to get killed and everything. No, you couldn't kill a fly. Yeah, I love all the audience too. Thank you. Can you just all follow me, please? And send me a daily heart me if you don't mind. And thank you so much for all these amazing gifts. And I'm sorry if I haven't been as usual, but I'm just so made up that I'm back into the real world again, because it was a horrible place to be. And yeah, never again, you weak man, you absolute peasant. And I'm sure all the men will deal with you and protect those women on this app, you know what I mean, regardless of whether they like us or not, because it's outrageous.
Everyone on the app,
If it was just me, maybe they wouldn't get involved. Here's the second part.
You're Pardon what?
I never called you.
I love you, G Crew. Thank you so much for all your support today as well. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get back to you as much, but your support means the world. And G Crew said he's going to try and get some of the male creators together, you know, to do like what we do with all the boxes and get all the fellas to like just say you're not welcome in any of our lives. If we see you, you'll be blocked. You know, we will never be on a live with you again. You've abused many women and there's many more going to come forward. So hopefully G Crew can sort that, because I can't approach DG's Echo, can I? You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Snowy. Thank you. But just remember, anything I do content wise, I move on. I don't continue for a year relentlessly hiring people to do this, that and the other. I can say things on here myself to people and they say things back, but I've never stalked anyone and harassed them and made them in fear of like, you know what I mean, none of that. So I do hope that that the male creators can see past just me and see these other women too,
I've only called
because there's a man abusing us all and has been putting the fear of God into us. So
it's cool.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never ever said it before. I'm just telling
and we always stick up for you fellas when you need us, you know what I mean? Fact Freak, we love you. You always stick up for women. We always stick up for you fellas when we know you're actually innocent, you know what I mean, and all that. Any personal beefs I've got with people, you know what I mean? And I actually, as you know, I've been through abuse, and I didn't realise, and when I was coming for JC so hard, I was just defending the woman. It wasn't because of the holiday or any of those things, it was because inside I am a victim of abuse, domestic abuse. So I didn't want to call the girl a liar, for instance, you know what I mean? And I still will never say she's a liar because I don't know for sure. None of us do, you know what I mean? But that's the reason I've gone so hard in certain situations to do with abuse. Thank you so much, Racing Girl. Thank you, my love. And that's why I keep trying to save women all the time. You know what I mean? People say I'm a woman hater, but why would I become a woman from a male to hate women? I argue with loads of fellas. DG, I've argued with G Crew before. I've argued with Luke, Dave Durans. So I've come up against all the fellas as well. It doesn't matter male or female. I'd never hurt anyone though. Thank you so much, Corey. And I proved that I didn't kick CLA either. That she was the aggressor. It's on my profile. So I've proved myself. Those that choose to don't believe. So what? What are you gonna do?
You've just said it. You said it before on this call, Rickster.
Well, I don't believe it anyway. So you know what? I'm just saying. When somebody comes to me, right?
Do you know, as well as I'm going to play it. I'm so sorry. It's just something I'm passionate about. Do you know, as the audience, will you make sure he doesn't get away with it too? And just remember that Chelsea Liar knew that I'd been through abuse because she supported me through it, and the fact that she tried to use it, you know, just to point score, she made him moderator. He was putting things in a chat, she's got a surprise coming, and I was then thinking I was going to get murdered or something was going to happen to me, you know, because when your abusers then linking up with somebody with a massive profile like Chelsea, that's why I was going, you know what I mean, because like she was doing the most. And wait till we play the video of literally saying I'm a liar yesterday, and poor Talia and poor Rickster. So wait till you see that. And that's Chelsea Liart, who knows everybody that I've been through. But she's not that she didn't know. She experienced it. She was there with me, you know what I mean? Like, she's seen it. I was with him at the same time as being in her house. She knew how broken I was. She's seen everything. So the fact that she linked up with my abuser as well, I'm never going to be friends with her. But honestly, it's disgusting.
I'll go down that route because I'm close to you, and when you like someone and you care someone, you probably go a little bit further than that, because I don't give a all the others. You're
listening to abuse here now. I don't care about anyone else. I'm going to start it again because I know I've talked, but the women and men who've been through abuse, you'll identify that this is abuse. Others who haven't, to listen to this like it's a phone call, ooh, fly on the wall, but listen to the way he's working it. You know, I don't care about anyone else but you know, I don't follow many people, and you know, and he's working on it, and that's what he does. Coercive control. So if you've never heard of it and you've never seen it in real time and you've only seen it on EastEnders or anything like that, this is real life, and this is what happened to me too.
I know this, and I've still had your back. Pardon what?
I never called you back. I've only called you on this call.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never ever said it before. I'm just turning around and
you've just said it. You said it before on this call, Rickster.
Well, I don't believe it anyway. So you know what? I'm just saying. When somebody comes to me, Rach, I'll go down that route because I'm close to you, and when you like someone and you care someone, you probably go a little bit further than that, because I don't give a all the others. I don't give a. They don't do anything to me. I'm not bothered about them. What can they do? They can't
Yeah.
do cool. You know what I mean? I can cause chaos on that app if I wanted to. I can call it
no, you
fight
can.
after fight. I don't do it. All I want to do is do my little quiet loss. I'm not bothered. But when I feel like somebody's coming for me personally, that's when I lose it. And I haven't done it in 4 years. I never even done it with Eva Queen. I took you proper personal, Rach. Personal.
Right, well, I apologise on my behalf. Do you know what I mean?
You know personal stuff about me and that, do you know what I mean? About my missus and that. And even Eva knew what I've told you. I ain't told anybody what I've told you because you're a nurse. I confided in you more. I confided in you more because you was a nurse. And I know it's all private and confidential. And you know you're professional. That's the reason I confided in you, Rach. And that's the God's honest truth.
But this Claire, whoever that Claire was that came into my life, I genuinely have just sworn on my own kid's life. Didn't know. I genuinely, Rickster, I did not know.
Listen, chat, I'm only staying silent so you can listen. I'm absolutely fine. This lady's fine. Can we pin her, please? Everyone's going, who is she? She's going to be pinned in a second. And then you keep asking the same thing, who is she? But we've pinned her a few times now, but you're just not noticing. But stop asking if I'm okay and everything. Like, we're taking our control back right now, so, you know, we're fine, honestly.
Please.
And there'll be more women that'll come forward off the back of this, and we'll tell their stories too, just because it's not getting told today, girls. If you are watching, or boys, or anybody who's got a story where he's abused, then we'll hear it, and this will be where we'll hear it. And there's got to support some other great creators, you know what I mean? I'm not going to name any in case the guys start going, no, I didn't agree to anything. And FYPT's put this together. Can we pin this Steph girl, please, when you see her?
Me to be this mad? Have you ever known me to be this mad? Have you ever
No.
review it?
This is what I mean. This is why I'm so shocked when you're ringing me. You're not the Rickster.
You know I'm not like that. You know I'm not like that, Rachel. You know I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like things like I take.
But I've sworn to you on my kid's life, Rickster. I did not know that Claire was anything to do with her. So again,
I've got love. I've got love for you, Rachel. I've got love for you, right? You've got to understand. I've got a lot of time and love for you.
I know you have.
I know you have. I'd block you, I'd delete you, and that'd be the end of you. What you going to do? You know what I mean? That'd be it. I'd just completely forget you existed. You know what I mean?
I know you
would. But I've got love for you. I genuinely care about you. You're a good girl. You've had my back. I've known you for 4 years. I don't want to throw a 4-year friendship out the window, but when I'm hearing things like that and seeing things, it's not fun.
You just don't want to be exposed. I love that. I love hearing him shitting himself. He's shitting himself more than it.
Would never do that to you.
Never. No, but listen though, I've just sworn on my kid's life, I didn't know that Claire was anything to do with her.
Well,
if I do know, or if I did know, you know full well, Rickster, I'd be like, get that girl blocked right now. Yeah. But I didn't.
Chelsea, I've sent you a message and worries. I don't give two shiny shites. Don't worry about me. I don't care. Let anybody say what they want, do what they want. I don't give a shit. I'm not for shaken, thank you very much. So take your worry elsewhere, love. I am very empowered. I never lived my life in fear for the last 2 years, and I'm not going to start now. So save your worry for someone else. I've taken back my control, so I don't need you to worry anymore. But thank you for worrying when I was, nearly going under bloody re-abuse from the same person.
Until you've just told me now, I genuinely had no idea. I promise you, and I've just sworn on my kid's life.
Hang on, let me sit still.
So I am sorry, Rickster, if that's what you thought. But no, that was not the situation. I genuinely...
Like, you're not understanding how powerful I am and not even bothered. I don't care if every window went in right now, I'd still sit here and do this show and I'd just pay to get them fixed, you know what I mean? If they found me address and leaked it, so fucking what? Who gives a fuck? I'm not scared.
100,000% did not know.
I'm not going to be scared because I've done nothing wrong, you know what I mean? I got abused. Like, women have been abused, so why should we be scared? I'm not scared. If you want to hurt a woman who's been abused, by this man, then so be it.
Hang on.
So I am really sorry about that.
There's in the comments there, you know what I mean?
Hang on. Please send it me on
Claire, that's her there.
Oh, hang on. Oh, nice. What did I say?
FYPT's done all this blaring because obviously it's privacy concerns for other women and stuff.
To her.
Oh, you didn't say anything, I don't think. I don't know.
9k people backing you, yeah, but use a virtual. Like, even in real life, honestly, I'm not being scared because I've done nothing wrong. I've not hurt anybody, I've changed everything that I do online, so I shouldn't even be getting any hate. They just think I'm weak, but I'm far from weak, you know what I mean? I went through a breakup a lot, and then, he tried to manipulate Jack, which is where it all started, you know what I mean? So I only ever want to be left alone, and I'm being left alone by everybody else, so nothing's happening now, you know what I mean? The whole Jack phone thing, I haven't even thought about it, because I'm being left alone. That's all I ever wanted. So yeah, but if anyone wants to come from now, and I'll come for you back. I don't care. Try it.
Did I say on? I don't even know what she asked me prior to that because I must.
Honestly, I'm not having all this. I'm not talking about this person. I talk about everybody. Fuck you. I'm the one with the platform. You'll never get a platform off me mentioning your name. So who cares?
I don't know.
Go and live your lives and leave me alone. Any ex-partners apart from Bradley. We love Bradley.
If you're telling, well, because people are telling me, why if you keep Rachel out of the group? What's happened? I've seen Rachel's been moved. Are you okay? What's going on between? Everyone's like, what's going on between you? So I haven't told anybody anything. I ain't commented in the group.
Well, that's why I came to you first and I said, how come I've been kicked out? And that's when you rang me and you've explained everything, which I really genuinely appreciate.
What I'm going to say then, Rachel, listen, I'm going to say, because I need to cool down at the moment. I know you had done it right, and not a problem. You said you haven't, right?
Richard, I love you to bits. I genuinely do.
And I love
and
you
I'm
too.
so,
and I love you too. I want,
sorry.
Give you a week in that, Rachel. And I'm saying to you, I've got a lot of time for you. A lot of time.
I know, and I've got a lot of time for you. I know I've not been in the lives and stuff lately.
Do you know if these women are in my inbox, man? Do you know? I don't know. Even people who are married are in my inbox messaging me. Do you know that?
Well, you absolutely wish, honestly, you absolutely wish. There's no women in your inbox. The only women in your inbox, you know, are probably old ladies. As if any woman would go near you willingly. You have to manipulate a woman to even get it, honestly. Do you think if I was in my right mind, I would have went anywhere near you? Oh, it makes me sick and my skin crawls. I think I've even shared a bed with you. You're disgusting. Oh.
Why do you think? Why do you think, Rickster? Why do you think they're in your inbox? Because you are, you know, you are Rickster. You've.
He's an absolute nobody.
Get a big head on this, but you fit and you're good looking and you know and.
Yeah, but Rach, I don't open up too many. I've got a lot of time and love for you, man. When you get in your head, do you know, I enjoyed sleep.
Absolute weirdo, isn't he? Freak.
And vice versa, vice versa. And it was my bad that, you know, I shouldn't have gone like asking that. I think it was more. Do you know what it was? I think it's more like
just think about the call that Fact Freak and I put up where he goes, "Are you taking the piss out of someone who fucking loves you?" and all that same thing with this woman. I think the most out of you, and you're going to do this to me when I think this of you. You know, I love you, and so he's reinforcing the abuse.
Jealousy, to be fair, because
the coercive control.
At least you're honest about that, right? I mean, now talk to me, right? So, I mean, you let me know. Right, twice we've had a fallout. Twice, me and you. The first time is you. This is the second. This time it's me. All right. Yeah. Let's not have a third. I apologise.
Look at him. He's portion and blame. Hello, Josh. Thank you. Portion and blame equally. After he's went for her, he's called her a baby killer. She's cried on this call already. You know what I mean? And now it's like, you know, we'll take equal blame this once. Let's not have this to be a third time.
George, I've just said what I've just said there. I was fucking infuriated. You told me you didn't know Claire. You told me you weren't sending anything.
No, I didn't.
I love you to pieces.
Why would I do that, Rickster? Honestly, genuinely, you answer me this question. No, I want to ask you this question. Do you honestly believe that I would send anything from the mod chat to, what did you say, Talia or anything like that?
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody's doing it right. I don't know who it is, but somebody sends it.
I'm telling you now, Rickster, it's not me.
No, and I believe it's not you, Rach. I honestly believe, 100% believe it's not you. Of course I do. That's why. What do you think I'm talking? You know what I mean? I know it's like.
Do you know how pathetic he is when I'm sitting here listening to this? He's pathetic, isn't he? Rach, isn't he pathetic when you hear about this, though? Look, she's even laughing now. Like, honestly, the man is a living joke. The butt of everybody's jokes on the internet.
I'm glad you said it. I've tried to put two and two together because of the Claire you said. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
No, I understand.
So he phones her to abuse her, and he's saying, "Oh, I was just trying to find out who it was." So I wonder what other women out of his mod thing. I wonder did Colette get a call or that? You know what I mean?
And do you know what? I also understand that
I wonder if the women who are in the comments section of his latest videos will still be there by the time the end of this live, because I know there's going to be probably people looking to see if there's any women supporting this.
You've come at me like, and you've got your angry head on, and you've come at me, and you've really just ripped me a new one. I understand that. I'm not going to you know, call you disrespectful for that or anything, because at the end of the day,
even Ray said it's laughable the things I said to get his trust. Exactly. And that's the same with me, you know, when I was saying about, oh yeah, we learn this much. I meant fucking me. I was just trying to make him feel more of a man because he's pathetic.
You've got your points about what I've done. And,
Yeah.
you know, I have apologised, and you've asked me, do I know this Claire? No, I don't. Have I sent any messages to anybody?
I've always believed Marcus Ems, and you've always known that, everybody. I believe Marcus Ems wholeheartedly, and anyone who denies Marcus Ems because it's Marcus Ems, then you're ridiculous, because we're all women who've been abused.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Listen, I ain't had the best of days anyway, but look, you've got to understand this. I love you to death, right? Regardless.
I love you to
like,
death as well, Richard. And do you know what?
We've had a couple of disagreements. Let's just have a third one, right? I love you to death. I really do. Right. Let's put it. Life's too short. Let's put it beyond us. I apologise.
You've needed somebody to go at, right?
I believe you. I believe you. That's a good thing. I do believe you.
And thank you. Means a lot. You've needed somebody to go at, and unfortunately, it's happened to be me.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll take it on. I'll take it on. I'll take it on. One of my free friends.
Do me a favour, right? Do me a favour, because I'll give you a message later on, because I'm going to go live in a sec, right? I'm going to add you back in the group later on, and I'm going to turn around and say in the group, listen, guys, I apologise. The reason I kicked Rachel out of the group is because she had Claire in there, and Claire is one of my biggest haters. That's the reason.
The only control in life he's got is some TikTok moderators. Pathetic. What I'm going to do is, making this big plan, you are absolutely pathetic. Like, this is your life behind the scenes. Yeah, and I'm going to tell the mod, you get 5 people in your life. Unless you're talking about me or Miss Red or somebody, you know what I mean? Nobody gives a fuck.
Reason more. You know, it wasn't intentional. I apologise, Rachel, and then I'll put the sorry in there, and then you maybe put, okay, not a problem, Rick. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't know who she was. Is that all right?
Well, no, I'll apologise in the live as well.
No, you don't need to apologise.
Well, no, because I shouldn't have gone to like asking Colette and and Chelsea that. I think it was more like a jealousy thing from me, which I shouldn't do. I shouldn't do.
You just turned around and said you was a bit jealous. That's good enough for me. You've said that. That's fine. Listen, that's fine. You know what I mean? If you're a little bit jealous, then that's fine, okay? At least you're honest with me. I like your honesty. Just be honest with me, babes. If you've got a problem, you talk to me about that and ask me that shit, all right? You don't have to embarrass yourself telling anyone in the group. It's cool to do with anybody else.
No.
We'll put it behind us. We draw a line into the sand and we move over it. You know what I mean? Life's too short, and I'm not going to fall out with you. You know what I mean? I do fucking generally look. I do, but I've got fucking, and you're a gorgeous looking woman. Never forget.
Also,
right?
I'm not a baby.
No,
There you go, you're a gorgeous looking woman. Yes, she is. You're foul. There you go, everybody. So there's another woman who's come forward. If there's anyone else who wants to come with your story, I will platform it for you. If you're scared, it's nothing to be scared of. Everybody knows what he is. If he wants to threaten you, then let him, you know what I mean? Because you've done nothing wrong. What? You suffered through abuse, and, you're meant to feel like you've done something wrong. Absolutely not. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting me today. A lot of people wouldn't have as much support as what I had, across different platforms. So I'm thankful to everybody who used their platform to actually, support me. And just because it was me, you didn't care, And now there's other women coming forward, so aren't you glad that you supported me and didn't invalidate women like Chelsea Liart? Chelsea Liart made my abuser and moderator when I've been bestie mates with her. She knew all about it. I've cried to her and stuff. I've been in a home when he's been shouting at me on the phone and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But she's made him mad. I have to try and find that clip now. I know she's got a towel on her head. Do you reckon one of these clip channels have deleted it on purpose? Because it was here a moment. Has anyone got that clip for me? Stop trying to protect her. She made the moderator. Anyone got the clip, loves? Thank you, everybody. She's in a pink... No, it's in this one. She's in this last night. I think. Is she? Oh, it is. I have it. Here we go. So, as you all know, Chelsea Liart was my little online bestie type of thing, you know what I mean? We'd fall out, we'd come back together, we'd have a big bust up again. We used to go up the leaderboard and stuff like that. And then she was the one who was warning me about him. You need to get away from him, he's so dangerous, Evil Queen, he's so dangerous. And she knew what I went through. She's heard my stories, I've seen her, you know what I mean? She's so this is what she did after last night when I played what I played.
And I've never had any issues with Rickster whatsoever. I've known Rickster when I used to live in Birmingham. So, let people carry on chatting up their gums, big up Birmingham and roots, innit? Because we can all see it. But yeah, I'm just sending my love to Rickster and Talia, and that's the end of it
God.
for me. I'm just saying.
And we're just talking about Rickster here. We're not including Talia or everyone because we don't know what's going on there, so we can't judge at the moment.
Because what I'm seeing is terrible. So they've got me, and that's all that matters.
Oh, that's great news. So remember that, everybody. Rickster's now been exposed as an abuser again. You know, he tried to do it to me a second time. Like, there's other women who are coming forward. Why do you think the baby mum is in court trying to stop him seeing the baby? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you? So I reckon there's well more women and they're going to come forward. But he's now Chelsea's mod. I know she's took him off since, but you know what I mean? You've got him, you know, he's got you now to support him. So bring him onto your platform later on and watch to see what happens with all the abused women in the chat who've watched all this and know that it's true.
Yeah, it's disgraceful, and you know, it's fine because we all stick together as well.
No, we're all sticking together for once. Doesn't matter how famous you think you are, how loud you scream roots, women have been abused and it's not a joke.
Darling, and it's just how it is, and it will be, and that's it, because I've got my standards.
Yeah, and we've got our standards, so you know what I mean. I certainly will never even, you know, go into your life. If there's clips, there'll be never not on positive shows of you because you are evil. You know I was abused, you know what I went through. Even bloody misread us, you know what I mean? And you stood there and made him moderator and backed him wholeheartedly because you know what I mean? Why? You've said you've been a victim of it yourself. And I always used to say everybody, didn't I? Like, I don't think that she was abused, she was the abuser. And look at how she abuses women. She sticks with men as well. She's another one who sticks with men over women type of thing. That's why she doesn't have no women friends, and she has Natalie because obviously Natalie is not in your face type of person, if you get me. So she's very subservient. She'll do anything for Chelsea as a friend. It's like a trauma bond, you know what I mean? And we've heard Natalie get abused too, so this woman's the same as them, so no wonder she's backing her.
Well, it doesn't matter if I've got upset with Rickster. That's when I'm drunk and I'm upset because, you know, so there we go. You know, I cuss everyone. So, you know.
So there we go. So let's see how long you're backing for once all the women who have actually, because all our audiences are women. Look what Miss Red done. She validates abusers by telling. Would any of you give me the advice? I just think at this stage you all need to get on a call together. Would any of you say that to me, knowing what I've been through, that I've been tortured, you know, even though Talia could be under coercive control, she still tortured me too. Would I ever phone these two people up after they've like done all this, if it is true that way? I know he's done it all, but I'm not speaking about Talia until we find out. And if she comes out and says that he hasn't, then, you know, you've lied about DV, you're causing like actual victims and stuff to become upset. Miss Red and Elusive Angie discussed the Rickster and Talia situation. Angie starts crying, and I hope every woman who's cried and broke down today is okay, because I've been in the same position as you, but we're stronger than these people and we've got away from them, and that's why we are survivors, you know, because we survived them and don't let them do it again. So it's very traumatic, you know what I mean, to be taking real life things. There's a difference when you're having an argument with somebody and it's a back and forwards and all that, but to literally laugh at somebody's abuse, like, I still can't believe how much venom that Clayton, whatever his name is, or what is his name, Leighton, Mother Teresa person. Can we have their mugshot found, please? And can we have a poster made saying laughs at mocks domestic violence, you know, domestic abuse? Because he come on Delusive Angie's live and he said, go on, cry again, I want you to cry and all that. Leighton clearly, yeah, okay, take a screenshot and send me that on my WhatsApp, everyone. And he laughed, like, it's a real life thing, it's not an app beef, you know what I mean? Like, and if I would find out Miss Red had been abused or my person that I hate the most, I'd still use my platform to raise awareness, you know what I mean? It wouldn't matter because it's real and it's not just like a beef. You can't really say where the beefs have started on here because the people have come along at different times. So it's a bit muddied and people think someone's done this or they started it. But, you know, like, I would never, you know, never. And I only played that call because I was so traumatized because I related so much to the abuse that was being described. And it's not just the voice call. As we seen last night, I sent all the messages to Canadian Angie and co, and they went through them all, Corey, one by one, and I was built up over 24 hours to get to the point where I was at. So I'd phoned the police because it wasn't actively happening. Hi Tommy, we'll get on to you in a bit, babe, don't worry. because it was an accident, and I wasn't the complainant, and I wasn't making a complaint about what he did to me, because everyone that needs to know knows and believes and can see, and they've seen not just me but another woman now be, coercively controlled and bullied and threatened and everything. So it's not just me. Don't worry about it. Oh no, Tommy, I'm not having it. Right, where am I going? Zach explains why he won't be covering the EQ Rickster Talia situation. Zach's such a fanny sometimes, love. Lucky I love you, honestly. He phoned me up to ask how I was, started talking about how he was feeling all day, and all. I just laugh to myself. He's not insensitive, he's got ADHD. He likes to talk about himself, doesn't he? I know, because I do too.
It's like that situation, say like, how can I say it? And this isn't misogynistic, but we've spoken about
And
this.
remember, none of us know if Talia, was telling the truth or whether she tried to get out of it because of him last night. That's why I'm not saying nothing about Talia, you know what I mean? I didn't mean to upset anybody or to put anyone in danger. I obviously, if you listen to the call, you'll see why I got so upset, and I've got messages to prove. I messaged Gracie saying, I need your help, oh my god. She asked me what was up, because I asked her whether she was back yet, didn't want to intrude on the holiday. And then she sent me a good message, but she didn't then ring me in the night time, you know what I mean? She went straight live to give her opinion when I thought that she would have phoned me, I was a bit disappointed. But I still love Gracie, but nothing bad to say about Gracie. I think because she's on holiday, she's been around normal people who've heard me play that and went, oh, can you believe she's doing that? And then Gracie not being with Terry at the time, because he understands and she understands normally. She's on a hen do with people who don't use TikTok like that. So sharing a room with somebody who's going to be horrified, thinking that I'm just sharing someone's abuse and not understanding what I've been through, I think impacted Gracie's decision making, because if she would have rang me, I was terrified. I was thinking I was going to get killed. Honestly, you can ask Bradley, anybody. I was saying I'm so scared and all that, and they were all saying no, but I was frightened. I never did anything out of malice. I really didn't. I phoned the police. They wouldn't do nothing about it. Thank you, Tony, because I didn't know Talia's address or anything, and I explained everything. So I was just frantic. My dad said to me to be careful. Everybody told me, and I can verify. I rang Canadian Angie. I rang loads of people for advice because I didn't know what to do. So yeah.
About this before. So
it's like a trauma response, yeah. And then people are going, well, why upload it? Because she was sitting in the box lying, potentially. She was in cahoots with them, so I needed to cover myself, and it was already out anyway, so, I don't regret keeping her up either, just in case. Call Sam? I don't need to. We're going to play Sam in a minute. I love Sam Walker.
If a woman came out...
And I had to come on, because I wouldn't have been gangster anymore, so I've got to stay in the gang. Sam said to me, you know what I mean?
And said,
that I wouldn't be allowed to be gangster anymore.
A guy has scammed her, ironically. Everyone will believe her straight away.
Oh,
if it was an older woman and she came across really sweet and nice, and everyone will be like, oh yeah, no, totally, that's disgusting, without thinking logically, because...
Oh, so he did speak on it? I didn't know he did. Because this says won't be covered, and I don't watch the clips, do I?
She could be a narcissist. Does that make sense? Because society tells us so. Does that make...
Oh, and I vet lovely today, and I can't wait. Every morsel of food that goes in my body from now on, I'm going to picture Rickster and what he's done, because he'd hate me. He'd hate me to be happy and healthy. He wants to grind me down, make me weak. I'm not weak, haha. So, yeah, honestly, I can't wait to be eating food with, oh, yeah. I had 3 crisp butties today, smoky bacon golden wonder on blue... I've never normally get the blue Warburtons, but I got it today. And I had clover butter. Ooh, I like clover butter better than Learpack, So yeah, and honestly, I didn't take my D medication till a bit later, so I could actually eat, you know what I mean? So yeah. And thank you to everyone who's got me to the point of this strength again, you know what I mean? Just the way I was before, I'm not living in fear. If you want to do anything, do it, you know what I mean? I'll just get whatever you do sorted out, and, you'll still be the same abuser that everyone knows you are. Doesn't matter what you do.
No one.
Sam and the TPR have EQs back. Oh, I was so happy, honestly. I had a lot of alpha females telling me the good support. but I really needed like a man's man, you know what I mean, type of thing, like a younger man type of thing. Here's my Canadian Angie. I love you, Canadian Angie, and I'm so sorry because I upset Canadian Angie today as well. But she understands, because I said, imagine you at your worst when your friends are trying to advise you and you're like, no, leave me alone. That's what I was like, you know what I mean, because I was slipping back into it, you know, but then, you know, I had all the strong women, like I mentioned earlier on, and then Sam actually, you know, changed everything for me, my complete mindset then, because then I thought, okay, well, Sam knows about it, you know what I mean, all that, so.
Control EQ.
In that case, I'm setting up a fucking window fixing business.
If no one control me, his mate said, oh, well, if that's the case, I'm setting up a window fixing business.
No one control EQ.
In that case, I'm setting up a
So remember this, if you want to start coming back at me, you know what I mean, there'll be trouble.
fucking window fixing business.
Yeah. And if this is about this prick, Rickster, he mentioned me a couple of times, this little prick.
Do you know why he mentioned Sam? Because I was talking about the police and he was saying, oh, you're a grass, you're a known grass, and then tried to get Sam to turn on me, you know what I mean? But, you know, it didn't happen. Because you were bullying a woman. Sam looks at me like a woman, you know what I mean? He doesn't ever disrespect me in that way, you know. So, and he's heard my story, and I've been done since I was 18, so, you know, I'm 37 now, so I've lived longer as a woman than I ever did, and I got surgery as soon as I could. So, you know, absolutely, a woman was getting bullied and Sam stood up. I'm glad.
Rickster. But all I've seen with Rickster is this.
Because you got to remember, they were trying to get Sam to turn because I was talking about the police, but Sam looks at me as a woman, so he knows that I would have been frightened, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not walking around wanting to phone police, so I just want to be left alone, you know what I mean? But when I'm getting threatened and they're trying to find me a dress out and stuff, you know what I mean? Of course, any woman's going to be scared on their own.
I'm sorry, I've just got to put it out there. Rickster's a fucking clout chasing fucking muppet. Absolute bender. Right? Absolute
But I'm not scared anymore. I refuse to live in fear.
puff. Right? You gotta let me just.
And I love all you people who've been through the same. Not because you've been through the same, but I can't believe it. I will never make any type of joke again because I didn't even realise what I'd been through fully until this. And then I relived it all again, you know, type of thing. Because it all started when I split up with Jack, and I had 2 weeks, got over the breakup and that, and then I was all right, and then I just got dragged back down. Never again.
Just explain something to you.
And I do hope all the men of the app do something for us as well, because us women always use our platform to help you all the time, and anyone there's an injustice, we use our platform to defend you. So can you just kindly just use yours to defend us, not me, women who are being bullied by this man. There's multiple people who've come forward now.
Rickster, Evil Queen. I wasn't even going to get myself involved, but fuck it. Evil Queen, right, played a voice note where Rickster blatantly said, oh, I was just using you for clout. You're a fucking bum. That's all you are, lad. You're a fucking... I can't even call you a lad because you're a puff, right? So you're just a puff. So Rickster, he's just a fucking puff. He's just a clout chasing puff who's fucking...
I don't even mind getting banned and going on to my other accounts. Thank you so much, Georgia, for the Paddington Snow. Thank you so much.
trying to...
If it gets to a certain stage where the Sam will speak, and he did.
And that's it.
I think it was when I said I wasn't going to come on, he was like, what? He said I would never do that, and I thought, oh my god, I won't be gangster anymore, so I better get on.
And I've heard your voice note, Rickster.
I would be in the
when
group.
you blatantly said, and you're trying to bully EQ, saying to her, oh, you're a fucking, you this, you that.
And Sam didn't even want to say the words. He was calling me a man and everything, if you remember. And look, see, he didn't even say the words.
And then saying you only use it for clout. I've heard the voice note. The moment I hear, and the reason why I mention you is because you've mentioned my name twice, you little puff. Right? You've mentioned my name twice.
Oh my god.
When you went, oh, EQ, and then mentioned my name. Right? Don't mention my name.
Look at the lengths they went to. If Sam didn't like me, you know, imagine, you know, like they were trying to enlist Sam as well, you know.
Name, you little puff. Right? And you're a clout chasing puff.
Oh, I have to. We love TikTok shop. If you want to buy anything from my TikTok shop, then the link to it's this profile actually. Yeah.
That's all you are. You're a piece of shit.
Oh.
You're using EQ for clout, and that is all you're doing because your content.
And I'm so grateful to all the women as well. But I need to give Sam so much, like what I really think and stuff, you know, as we go along. So don't think that I'm overdoing used because, you know, like this is different. You know what I mean? It was nice for a man to be there, you know what I mean? And
Sense of shit.
G Crew's been there too, Tommy T. You know, there's quite a few men, to be honest, who've been around and helped me.
Because you've got nothing going for you online, your highest viewed videos are talking about EQ, and then you turn around and say that you're not bothered about EQ, but you keep talking about it. So just fucking get on with your sad little life. You've got a little tart there, whatever the fucking name is, who's fucking made, oh, my uncle is fucking from a fucking gay boy band called Queen. So you stick with that fucking tart, lad, and do what you're doing. Because I'll tell you something, if I've got a fucking bird, she would be fucking raging if I was...
Oh, God. We love TikTok Shop so much, don't we, everybody? Tallulah and...
sat there every fucking day. Obsessing over my ex-bird online. Just get on with your fucking life, you piece of shit. He used the fact he needed money for his daughter's birthday. He's a fucking bum. I'll tell you something, if you're a man...
This is the way real men are. Take notes, because he'll be watching.
...then you never ever bum fucking money off your bird. Never ever. You're a fucking grown-ass man. So if anything, you should be fucking spending on your bird, not the other way round. That's a fucking...
I wonder if I'm any closer to a diamond. Wonder if this gets me any closer.
Man's job. It's our job to do the fucking shitty things. We get out there, we earn the fucking dough, and we don't fucking bum off our birds. That is what...
I love all these profile pictures we stand with EQ. Let me pin Elaine. Has Elaine got it on? I love that. We need all of those all over the app.
Real man does. You don't split up a bird and owe fucking £10,000 like a little bum. No, and then you send a voice note, you piece of shit. Absolutely not. I wasn't even going to get involved, but do you know what? EQ's sound. Whether you like it or not, she speaks fucking facts, right?
And I'm changed for the better.
And she's not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't fucking mind, because I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But fucking Rickster is a piece of shit. Police at my car.
The police? Oh my god. Let's have a look. Is there... Okay, so I should be able to see this.
Get your fucking ass back on your FYP.
So this is what I've seen, and I had all the great women using the platforms to support me and everything, and then I seen this, and I was like, okay.
Tonight. That's it, EQ. Don't let these peasants fucking distract you from your business and your life. Tell them to go and fuck themselves. Get on your fucking live tonight and keep doing your thing. Don't let these peasants wind you up and fucking affect your life so much that you're fucking gonna...
Because, you know, as a woman, we have support from our female friends, and, you know, a lot of females in the audience. Thank you, Elaine. And also creators today have used the platform for good to help. Miss Red didn't help at all. She made things 10 times worse, that woman. She was coming with vengeance at me, really. You know, the undertone of it was, if everyone was there, was that I was wrong for putting the recording out in not so uncertain terms, you know what I mean? But now I've explained and understand, like, I resonated so much with what I was being told, and I reached out to so many people who I can prove it, you know, begging for help. I didn't know what to do. I phoned the police. I've got the call log. I've got the call log. Like, I was frantic, and then I used my platform, like, maybe, you know, like, but I didn't know. I just thought I was going to help because I knew he wasn't there, and I thought, well, you know, if I don't say nothing, she goes back and ends up dead, then it's on me. And no one seemed to have listened to me when I was saying it, so I feared that no one would listen to her. Thank you so much, Claire. Thank you. If you want me to stand with EQ Big Time Pro, take the one you like, best 5. Oh, there we go.
Not do your
Thank
FYP
you,
for a few days and have a few days off. No, that's not the mentality. That's the mentality of a fucking loser. You're not a
No, I know.
loser.
I'm not a loser. Sam told me I wasn't. Thank you, Miss Isla Dogs.
Therefore, get back on your fucking FYP tonight and carry on with it. And plus, I need something to watch of a night, you little fucker.
Thank
so
you.
You need to get back on there. And that's it. So
honestly, when this happened, you don't know how happy it made me. It alleviated me worries again, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like I say, I can give so much credit to the females who, and G Crew, obviously, in that, and other males. The Hardys got in touch. There's so many I haven't opened off them because obviously it's been ping all day today. So yeah, it was this that really helped me, you know what I mean?
don't fucking...
Because it was a man saying it, you know what I mean?
This is the mentality. You're not a loser. This is the thing. So these losers want you. So I think when they come at you and try and terrorise you, they want you to turn around and go, "Oh, I'm going to have a few days off." No, get the fuck. Do you think that's ever happening to me? I would never apologise for what I say, and I would never ever allow these fucking peasants to affect my life to the degree that I'm going to fucking take time off. No, don't allow that.
I thought I was going to get killed and everything, honestly. I was that frightened. Ask anyone who, like, at Canadian Angie last night, Angie and Corey today, they spoke to me, you know what I mean? I was inconsolable. I thought the worst things possible. I thought, they're going to kill me, oh my God. And then once that gets in your mind as well, you know, I was hyperfixating on it because of my medication as well. So that was all I could think about. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And it's like a telly show or something. You know, I think this will get adapted into some type of TV thing, you know what I mean? Like, because honestly, it's been horrendous. I'm glad it's over now. And I'm never going back there. You can say what you want, but everybody knows what you are now.
And that's it, because that's what the peasants want. Don't allow that, the peasants. But what I do know is that he's a bum. Any man, that splits up with a bird and he owes her money and he's not paying her back, you're a fucking bum. And for two, I'm a fucking man. I get out there and earn my fucking dough.
Thank you so much, everyone. Like, I can't believe it. Who in the chat's been through similar under the umbrella of the whole domestic? It's horrible, isn't it? It's crazy. I'm so sorry if anyone's going through it now as well. Like, I do feel sorry for you, and try to do your best to get out of the situation, you know what I mean? It helps to reach out to somebody, you know what I mean? It does, you know what I mean? And if you're frightened, you know what I mean, then, just be very safe, but try and get yourself out, because it's never going to end well. It won't.
I will never ever.
And honestly, there is life away from it. You know what I mean? I couldn't understand, couldn't imagine the fear, because I've never lived with anyone who's done that to me. You know what I mean? I've had obviously that partner who did it, but we didn't even live together. So you know what I mean? Imagine, bloody hell, I couldn't imagine. I feel so sorry for everyone, men and women, obviously. Don't forget to follow me if you're not already for me FYP every night, love. They tried to cancel me.
I fucking be bumming fucking money off a bird. No, that is not what I do, because I'm not I'm a man, an independent fucking man.
I wonder if I'm the first trans woman that Sam has ever used his platform to do this on, because I've never seen him do anything like this before. That made me feel so special as well.
I've got dough. I go out to fucking get money.
Thank you.
I'm not going to sit there and bum £10,000 off my fucking bird, as Rick's done. And on top of that, those who tune in, if you haven't heard it, Evil Queen played a voice note from this little bum when he's like, I want to use it for clout anyway, for views. The thing is, he's just a fucking bum. Shut it up. No, where are your fucking uncles from? A fucking pansy, fucking puffy fucking boy band called Queen, where they're all gobbling each other up. No one gives a flying fuck. Rick's probably going to be impressed by that.
Thank you.
That's because his mentality. He's a fucking bum.
And don't worry, everybody. Everything's going to be back to normal tomorrow with the show and everything, and the prizes and everything. You know what I mean? Everything's getting sorted. So you know, we're back on track as of tomorrow. And I'm sorry about the delay, everyone. You know what I mean? I lost my way a little bit, but I found my way again though.
So bums are going to be impressed by that shit. Real fucking men. Whatever her name is, Tallulah, whatever her fucking name is. You're not with a real man. If you was ever with a real man like me, you would understand what a real man was like. He's not going to fuck you properly in the bedroom.
Ah!
To turn around to Evil Queen.
This is on my this is on my Facebook, by the way, if you want to watch the full version, because they're not snowflakes on Facebook these days. So you can watch that full version there.
Whoa, here's a thing.
Oh, here's another message from me.
Tell EQ. She said she's coming offline.
I haven't seen that one, so that's great. That does come up, actually. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts. We'll have all the money. They tried to stop me making any money. Oh, here it is again.
Get your fucking ass every move, but yeah. Fucking hell, girl. You're not fucking... Rickster's not fucking Q plus shit.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Right, let's get to this other one. I haven't seen this one yet. Because Sam was trying to do it over a period of... I only found out towards the end.
Whoa, here's the thing. Tell EQ. She said she's coming offline for a few days. No. That is a sign of a loser. That is the mentality of a loser. EQ is not a loser. She has
I'll have scored gangster points now, won't I?
Not got that
Not being a loser.
loser mentality. So tell her to get her ass back on a fucking FYP today, and don't let these peasants get to it. And that's it.
This meant so much. It meant the world to all my female friends, but like, because she's a woman, it was like I was in the I was vulnerable in a way, because like obviously, like, you know, my dad's in his 70s and all that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have that type of lifestyle or that, you know, type of thing. So that's why this was very important. Thank you, Mish. Love your profile picture. So that's why this was so important, to help me get back into snap into reality. You know what I mean? I've been through this before.
Just tell her not to let these. This is what these peasants want. These peasants want here, sat there, doing fuck all. They want her depressed. So when she's...
I know they must have all loved it today when I was upset and everything, but I really thought I was going to get murdered.
Around,
But why should I be murdered over somebody who financially abused me, broke me down? No, that's not fair. I didn't do anything.
a story saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have a few days."
Because I dared to speak out, you know what I mean? Because I dared to speak out and wouldn't stop speaking out. But nobody should ever stop speaking out. Thank you, Charlie. You know, nobody's going to silence me and tell me that I can't tell my story ever. I don't even go on about it, you know what I mean? It gets referenced once in a blue moon if we were talking on the subject or something, you know, so I'm entitled to. I don't live it day to day. I've had 2 relationships since, you know, I've had so much greatness, you know, so yeah.
This is what the peasants want. Don't fall into the hands of the peasants. Get online tonight. Get on your fucking FY.
And bear in mind, anyone coming for me from now on, you're getting it. I don't even have to be vile. I will absolutely marmalise you with my words on my show, so be very aware that I will make you look very, very stupid now that I'm firing on all cylinders again.
Tonight and
So there's no mercy from now on, so be very careful what you're saying about me, because I'm not having it no more. I've just survived abuse for a second time around, you know what I mean? So absolutely not. If you think after what I've just been through, you know, or any woman's been through, that, you know, you've got a free pass anymore, you've got no free pass. I'm in no packs with anybody. I respect Alex Brigham, out of the FYP hosts, Alex Brigham, Zach the Brat, Delusive Angie. Anyone? No, no one else. No. Miss Red is not a girl's girl. I was gutted when she used the platform to tell me to speak to my abuser. You know what I mean? No way.
continue doing your fucking business and making your fucking money.
Oh, Corey, yeah. Do you know he's really shone through for me? So I don't know whether he's here or not. He's hiding if he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, Canadian Angie. Oh, she's my little bestie in real life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I'm happy with everybody who actually, you know, even if they didn't like me. So, you know, I'm not gonna be fake and, you know, be like, oh no, because, you know, when I needed it, you know what I mean, then yeah, at least they used the platform to not lie. And he joined Miss Red's live as well, didn't he, and told her as well, you know, that people are dismissing my abuse because of this and it's not right. So yeah, it doesn't mean I'm ever going to be besties or that I'll ever speak with them privately or anything, you know what I mean, but credit where credit's due, you know what I mean. Thank you, sir. You probably annoy me again in a day or two, but my real ones, Canadian Angie, EQ Minx, Delusive Angie, Zach the Brat, G Crew, Sam Walker, FYPT, I'm going to go on my phone, FYPT, The Observer. These are all the people who've supported me behind the scenes. The Hardys, if she's give you permission, what? Oh, it's our Becca. Oh, our Becca. Oh, that girl. Don't give her any hate to anybody because she's just got justice for her domestic violence and it's on her profile, so it was very triggering to both of us, which is why we've acted out of character. And if I would have had more time to, you know, think about it and stuff and take some proper guidance, but it was so quick and we acted out of trauma, you know what I mean, because she's literally just got a justice and the same person was doing it to me a second time. So we didn't do anything out of malice. We didn't want to hurt anybody, you know what I mean, or upset anybody. I know everyone's telling me about Sam, unfortunately. Let me see if I can get him on. I don't know whether I can do it. I'll try my best. Let's see. Multi-guest. No, that's not it. It's co-host, isn't it? Right, let's try and get Sam on. Co-host. Is this turned on? Let's see. Oh, am I on maybe? Settings. Are they on? Am I on any popular where you can find me, or is he on anything? He got banned earlier. Oh, he's got a FYP account. That's amazing. We need to run it up for him, you know what I mean? Let me follow him on this account. Oh, where's the other phone? Oh, here. I'll follow him now, innit? Make sure he's following me, because then I'll be able to see him. Right. Sam Walker F. Just let him know I'm just doing my best to get him now.
Sam Walker is picked.
Follow back, I've got him. Oh yeah, he should be able to see me now. Let me see if I can see him. Co-host. Hate the sound of my voice. Right, are my requests on? Oh yeah, I've got him. Oh yes, love. Let me see. Standard. Okay, I might be able to invite him now. Let me see. Oh, he's got a violation, but it's okay. I don't care. Continue. Hopefully, I don't know what it's going to do here. Do I need to move back or anything? Hello, are you okay? Thank you so much, honestly. Without you, I would have been a nervous wreck.
I'm glad that you come back on your live, because you shouldn't let a peasant like him affect you.
I knew I would lose gangster points, so I wouldn't be in the crew anymore, so... I thought to me, oh my god, I can't, because you said what? I can't remember what you said I would be, but a loser. I'm not a loser, you said, so I thought, right, okay, I better not. So I was like, and then it made me feel better, because I thought, I've survived this once before, fuck him, you know what I mean? What's not going to do nothing? And if anyone wants to hate me because I've been abused by a man, then that's on them, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, and he would have loved to afford he had that sort of control over you. So the fact that you've taken that out of his hands, don't ever allow someone like as pathetic as him to do that.
Yeah, I won't. Definitely not. And I don't even know how I fell back into it. I don't know how I fell back into it. It was crazy.
Exactly,
but I was frightened, honestly, in my own home. I was frightened. I wasn't going out or anything like that, you know what I mean? And that was because because I'd been through before. It was traumatizing me. So, but then he's got nothing on me. He's the one in the spare bedroom of somebody else's house. He's got no money or nothing. He was doing a GoFundMe to even go to a court and that. So I've got so much happiness, and I've been with 2 other partners since then. So this is so much in the past. I'm not, and thank you. I thank you. Honestly, it's been great.
No problem. Just don't ever allow it that in future a pathetic individual like him to have any sort of form of control over you, because that's what they thrive off.
Yeah.
Individuals like him, little peasant, thrives off that. And the fact that he still owes you money like a little bum. He's just he's not even worth speaking about it. He's worth humiliating, so he is worth speaking about.
My life's gone on. I don't even speak about him. It was only because I went through the breakup, wasn't it?
And that's the thing, he needs to be humiliated for his conduct, and I'm glad that you haven't allowed it to affect you, so good on you.
It was thanks to you, because I said I had a lot of strong females supporting me, but my dad's is nearly 70 and everything, so I don't have that type of lifestyle, you know what I mean? I don't have it. I don't know anyone like that, so when I was like, oh my god, but then when you were saying what you're saying, I was like, yeah, he's right. Why should I be scared? Why is anyone going to hurt me because I got abused, do you know what I mean? So no.
But but people like him thrive. Think about it. He's meant to have a girlfriend and he's still obsessed with you, still going on. It's just weird. If I had his girlfriend, I'd get rid of him, but he's a fucking pathetic individual, so just don't even let
an idiot... she could be going through the same thing, because she did initially tell me, which is why I panicked, because I've been through the same thing. So I panicked out of a response, not for revenge, because I thought she was in danger, but she still might be, but he's not there at the moment, which is great. And so I don't know what's going to happen with this. That's why I'm not really saying nothing about it, because who knows what's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, especially with that, so... Yeah, just keep your FYP going then, girl.
Thank you so much. I really can't thank you. Follow Sam's new account. Are you doing the FYP then?
Yes, I'm going to start doing the FYP. I just bought a little computer. I'm going to start doing a little bit. What was that one that you said to people do? What's EQ's question?
Is that number that you've sent me still valid?
Yeah, that's
so if I send you, obviously, because you need to watch your language, you see, so I'll send you some alternative words, maybe.
Yeah, send me the alternative.
Yeah. I will too.
Do you use a laptop or a desktop?
A laptop or a desktop. Do you use a laptop or a desktop?
I've got a custom built PC, but I'll send you exactly what you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then you'll know somebody, won't you?
I'm gonna do an FYP and just.
Yes, I want to see it.
individuals like Rickster will feel a full wrath of my FYP.
I'm so happy you're on this app, you know, because without you, like, and the actual proper man who's gonna, you know, validate what's going on and not just allow somebody to have done that to somebody, that's just such a credit to you. And you didn't have to do any of that. If anything, you know what I mean? It could make you look like, because of obviously who I am and stuff. So
I don't give a shit. That's the thing. I'm my own man, so I don't give a shit what you are, whether you're trans or not. I don't give a shit. I don't look at you in any different way. All I look at you at is someone that's been targeted by a piece of shit bully who's been in a relationship with you time ago, and he's still coming at you and harassing you and everything else. And of course, he needs to be exposed. He's a piece of shit.
And it won't happen again. But just know that, like, because this is my real life, and that you've really done a good thing. You really have. Like, it's a pure thing. It's not even, you know what I mean? You had nothing to gain or lose by. You didn't have to get involved, and like, you really helped me. You really did. And I've never needed any type of help like this. You know what I mean? And it meant a lot, and it always will.
Well, I appreciate it. But so what I just seen when you said I'm coming offline for a few days, and I thought, no, you don't allow someone to have that sort of control over you, because that's what they want. Do you know what I mean? It's so I'm just glad that you come back on, and I actually enjoy watching your FYP, so I'm right in on it now, lad.
Yeah, I can't wait for yours.
In on all the goss now on TikTok, and I enjoy it, so yeah. That's so I thought I'd do my own FYP at a different time to yours.
What a way to get into it, though, you know what I mean? Your first big story. Are you right in?
I'll let you go now and get back to your FYP.
I'll message you now. I was a bit scared to message you. I was like, oh, so I'll send you a message.
Sorry, 1 second.
Is Dave there already?
Hi, look, how you doing, Chelsea?
Hi,
You
Dave.
okay?
Thank you for earlier as well. Thank you so much, Dave.
Hey, Babby, you're all right. Look at that.
I'm trying to say, Dave's only 20% man.
He is.
He's not a full man yet.
Has he gone down again? Was he always 20? Has he lost
No,
them?
he was 60%, and then I've seen him wearing a dress, doing all this pansy stuff, right? So, and
You're going to get banned again.
selling dresses on TikTok shop. So I had to put him down to 20%. But now he's asked for a steak. I put him to 10. He's on 30%. I'm trying to build him up.
Dave, does it feel bad that I've got more gangster points than you at the moment? You've got to earn them while you're there.
We don't give a fuck about the gangsters.
Sam's going to make you into a real man. Sam's going to turn you into a real man, Dave. I'll see you later. Enjoy your dinner, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you. Thank you. See you later. I don't even know on this one. Okay, I think that's it now. Hello. I'm sorry, everybody, if I've missed anything. And I really want to say a massive thank you to all the female creators as well. You know, everyone that I've mentioned. Don't want you to feel any less because that was a man who did that. You know what I mean? Like, that really was like, it really put my mind at rest, because I was like, yeah, I haven't done anything. You know what I mean? So, well, we just heard from Sam, so we don't need to see any more of that, do we? And I put it on my Facebook as well. Let me just go back to Tommy T. So, as you know, Sophie, I'm not going to play it all because it's like 2-day outrage is over, but I just want to have my say on this. Sophie Bailey harassed Tommy T the other night. She did a big, massive long. This is part 3, so you can imagine she was going on for that long. So, as I used to be on the same website as this person, what she's done is you know, actionable. So Tommy T is not after money from us, but he's gonna you know what I mean, take appropriate action. What you did was outrageous. Tommy T has never been nothing but kind, and if you were a real friend and not just after his money, thank you, Emily, then you would realise that he has a lot going on in his life at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, just because he's a man doesn't mean that he's not susceptible to certain things that women would face, for instance. So the fact that you brought somebody up that you don't have no clue about clearly. Thank you so much, Miss Isla Dogs. And then you continue to say that people were up Tommy T's ass because of the gifts that he gives. No, not at all. Tommy's not one of those people that thank you so much, Mills. He consistently goes round having to buy friends or anything. His name's not Michelle. So, you know, he's a friend to many, he's supported many, and not just like creators. There's been a lady in my life and she had cancer and she was off work and she was in a hospital in Birmingham and she lived in Liverpool. Thank you so much for all these gifts, everyone. She lived in Liverpool and her family had to go up every day, and Tommy made sure he sent £1,000 over. He'd never even heard of it before. It was just me. Am I getting these gifts, or is it just really delayed? Because look, I seem to be getting gifts. That's what I'm thanking for. But are these even coming through, or are these from before? Because I don't know whether I'm even getting those gifts. So yeah, so Tommy T's a great person, and if he shone his light upon you, then more fool you for extinguishing that light, because you'll never meet another person who's as good as Tommy. If you didn't want any type of advances in the romance department, then if you say to Tommy T, you know, oh, thank you, but you know what I mean, I love you as friends, or whatever, he would have respected that. Instead, you dragged his good name all over the slap. You're nothing but a tart. You had no reputation whatsoever, and by the time Tommy T's finished with you, you'll have even less, you know what I mean? You'll be standing there in a piece of string. With no clients, because you've exposed your client list, which is highly illegal and actionable, because you signed you know, a contract when you signed up to the site. You should read the small print, really, Sophie. So what an idiot you are, and I'm not going to make Tommy T relive through any of the horrible things that you've said about him. We love Tommy T. Nobody believes a single word from a trollop like you. Now be quiet. Thank you so much, Racing Girl. Thank you, Live, Love, Laugh. Oh my God, you trollop. Trying to drag Tommy T's good name, love. Oh my God, you'll never have as good a name as Tommy T in all your existence. CLA.
He just wants to try and get.
CLA tells it all about EQ. So obviously, this is when I was going through obviously what I've just gone through and that, and you've seen like the creators who have got had me back and stuff. And as we know, Chelsea knew all about what I'd gone through, like all of you, like a lot of you did, you know what I mean? Some of you might be new and have only just been like, fucking hell, she'd been through all that. But yeah, Chelsea decided to side with my abuser and obviously make a moderator and stuff, and she launched into an attack upon me. You know, she is an evil person, and she knew I was at my lowest, but not really my lowest, because I was being deceived into believing that I had to be fearful. And obviously, as we know now, you know, through Sam and everyone else, and all my strong ladies and other creators, and all you lovely people from the cult, you know, the Evil Army, the Z-Hive, is that what it's called? Z-Hive. You know, the people who were supportive in Alex Brigham's live, you know, Canadian Angie, and the platform that she made available, you know, stuff like that. So they're the people that I appreciate, the FYPTs, the observers of the world, the G crews, you know, Dave. I slag Dave all the time, but he knows I'm only joking, because he knows I do the FYP, and he's met me in person. And Dave, as soon as he found out that anything was wrong this morning, he instantly texts me, you know what I mean? Let me tell you what he said. And I met Dave. Dave was there on the first time I met the abuser. So I think he feels like a bit like, because I don't think he knew anything. So, Tommy T, I've got your message, babe, and I love you so much. I'll message everyone back later on. Who am I looking for? Oh. Dave. Oh, he saved us, whoo! Because I didn't know his number when he first gave it to me ages ago. He said, look, don't let anything get to you. You don't know what's gone on, but you're a tough, kooky lady. Just have a little time away, rebuild yourself and your health. People will be there for you as always. Your health is always the most important thing. Thank you, Jenny and Lynn. I love yous. If you go away in the sun, it might do you some good. Remember, real life is more important. Oh. So it really shines through, doesn't it, who's actually there for you, you know what I mean? And I think DG took it a little bit easy on me, although that man is a liar and everything, you know what I mean? I'll show you a clip of that. And I would never be friends with him after all the things he's done, terrible things to Canadian Angie, etc. Because people need to take themselves out of the situation. If I give someone a compliment, it's only because I want to try and keep it honest around here, but would I be friends with these people after everything? No. You know, they piled down on me when they thought I was some type of weak person, but not at all. You know what I mean? When DG broke his relationship, he cried and left the app, and then we linked up to go on holiday together. So I actually never mocked his breakup until, you know, probably before we were friends. But, you know, we supported each other because I was going through a breakup at the time. And I want to say a massive sorry again to Bradley Warner, because he got with me 2 weeks after this abuser. So can you imagine how fucked I was? And poor Bradley, you know what I mean? Oh, he had to go through all the trolling, all the fucking trauma, you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't even know I had ADHD, and then imagine trying to deal with that with no medication.
Rickster is clear to see, sweetheart.
Oh, here we go. Look, she's siding with my abuser when she knows. You all know she knows, don't you? Like, she literally has supported me before about this, and she sides with my abuser.
He just wants to try and get a dig at Rickster. Is clear to see, sweetheart. And all this what's happened has had an impact on the relationship. And that's all that Talia was trying to explain. That all this has affected, and that's why Rickster's gone back to Birmingham. You know, and she's heartbroken. And so what if people argue and they've got...
Chelsea isn't a girl's girl at all. She's not a girl's girl. She sides with like people who've abused people and stuff, like men. You know what I mean? It's crazy. That's what makes me question what she's been through, because I know what I went through and how much I shit myself thinking someone else was going through it. Thank you, Drew. Me and my cousin have took hell for this, you know what I mean? And like we were literally, our Becca, you all know, it was on the news only a few weeks ago. So can you imagine somebody coming to her, knowing what I've been through, and it's the same person? Our Becca's just been through it. Me and Becca shit ourselves. We were so scared for her, you know what I mean? And still are, because we don't know whether it's true or not. And I can't imagine it not to be true, because I do think she's evil. I think she's the same as him. I think even if she is going through that, she's kind of like, you know, evil anyway. Because I would never torture another woman. Because even now that I know that she could be going through, I haven't slagged her off today. You know what I mean? Like I've told people, let's leave her out of it, because we don't know. Because I don't want to look bad at going for a victim. But she didn't mind coming for me, did she? And she knew what I've been through. So it is a bit like, you know, for me, you know what I mean? Because it really, like, it was a really big deal, and, you know, as a woman, you know, so I'm like this about it, you know what I mean? I feel like calling her all the stupid this, that, but is she stupid, and is it just that, you know, we haven't seen what's happened yet? So I want to reserve judgment, but if it turns out she's lying, you better go mad, because it's an awful thing to lie about. And it's not just on the voice messages that we release. I've sent Elusive Angie and Canadian Angie, we showed all the I got worked on with Becca for 24 hours, you know what I mean? And there was things said that way and said on the call, but it said in messages, you know, and the screen records of those messages, taking it to the profile, because, you know, Becca's never done it like this before. When she told me, I said, oh my God, because I thought it was a setup at first, you know what I mean? I was like going, no, because you can hear Becca saying she doesn't believe what you're saying at first. And I even didn't delete the posts about it, because I thought he would get onto it, so I was trying to help her covertly at first, and I was on and on and on her saying, you know what I mean, like, this is bad, you know, stop making a joke of it and all that. So yeah, but we have to reserve judgment.
Got things. No one's perfect in no relationships, and how can someone that can't even maintain a relationship and had two people with black eyes, you know, she's kicked me in my stomach. You all sit there and...
I didn't. Has everybody seen the proof that I didn't kick her in the stomach? She's lied the whole time. I pushed her back with my foot, and in Liverpool the word boot is to kick, push with a foot, you know what I mean, sort of thing. Anything that you push with your foot, let's say, is classed as booting, because that's the word I used. And she said kicked in the stomach. Yes, there was no kick, thank you. It's on my profile if you want to look, everybody, and I'll play it again if you want.
Support someone that booted me in my stomach, and then she tries to lie about that, sweetheart. Well,
okay, let's just watch it first, because it's giving me anxiety, the fact that she's openly saying I'm lying when I put it up. So let's look at it really slowed down. She was the aggressor in the situation. I even told her to calm down. I said calm down, and pushed her back. And then because I knocked her arm down at first, because she puts her arm, and nobody was filming her or anything. That's the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, here it is. Let me make a completely big screen for you, okay? So everybody watch this. There was no kick. She was the aggressor in the situation. Like we always said. She went for Bradley, and I wasn't having it.
It's Chelsea's phone. It's Chelsea's phone. It's Chelsea's phone.
I take the phone, look. She raises her arm. I pushed it down. Calm down. Oh, I think I said calm down, fuck off now. I think that was the right sentiment. And people saying you don't need to prove it. Well, I do, because like your audience are weird and don't believe evidence for some reason, like with their own eyes. They won't believe it. It's crazy. How can you be so weird and not like believe the evidence? It's weird. You so want somebody to be wrong that you're willing to lie to yourself when your eyes are, you can't lie. So everyone who needs to know knows that Chelsea's nothing but a liar about that. She's lied the whole time. I didn't even think to slow it down, because I was just like, she made it with me about 10 times afterwards. So, you know what I mean? Sorry, here we go.
She just wants to try and get a argue back to Birmingham. You know, and she's heartbroken. And so what if people argue and they've got things? No one's perfect in no relationships, and how can someone that can't even make...
But it's fine to not be perfect in a relationship. People have fallen out over what they're going to have for dinner, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean they should suffer mental torture, you know, and abuse and lied about and, you know, broken down until... Because it's always strong women, if you notice. If you notice, all these women are strong women, you know, that have been broken down and stuff. And I can't believe she did this, you know. This was horrifying when I first seen it. Not bothered now, like, you know what I mean? Because I've got enough support. Thank you, Jane. But the fact that she did this, she's not a girl's girl at all.
Maintain a relationship, and
I can maintain a relationship. Rickster abused me. I was damaged for Bradley, and then Jack was perfect, and he cheated on me, not the other way around, and I can't control that, so it doesn't mean it's my problem. And Jack was all right about it at first, and I accepted his apology, and it was when they started getting involved, telling me, oh, you're going to get loads of viewers, and you're going to make loads of money, you know, that's going to appeal to anybody. So, you know, they caused all of that with Jack as well.
Two people with black...
So I didn't do anything, and we've seen the evidence already, you know, from the text I sent to my dad. I can even screen record if you want. Like, I wasn't even with him. I went and picked him up from his mum's and brought him back because he'd been attacked, you know. He openly said himself, she's not done that to me. I'm like 3 times the size of her, width-wise. You know, like, he goes to the gym, he weight trains and everything. Like, he got attacked by 3 lads. That's why, you know, he was in the condition, because he got hit with a metal bar here. And that's why you can see all the blood, because it was head injury. But that's all on my Facebook. So I can't believe she tried to lie and do all these things because she was so desperate that people weren't supporting what she was doing, because it's just strange to have concocted all these lies.
Guys, you know, don't, you know, she's kicked me in my stomach. You will see...
I never...
there and support someone that booted me in my stomach, and then she tries to lie about that, sweetheart. Well, I've got enough video evidence, darling.
But I've got the ultimate evidence, because it was me that showed the evidence off my phone, and thank God that I did.
I don't care about that. I just want everyone to know what she's like, because if, you know, if you're this so, you know, hitting a woman, you booted me in my stomach, darling.
What do you feel about her lying about this? Because it's not like trolling, we're not arguing together, and I have not argued with her, I've not, like, done any of that. What do you think about the fact that she just won't accept that a man has abused me and other women as well, not just me, other women? You know, she made a moderator, you know, she's screaming at me like I'm the victim and nearly went under because of this. You know, not because of anything on TikTok, but because, you know, like, he managed to get a grip of me again, even though I was free of it. You know, I all of a sudden fell right back into this person who I didn't even recognise myself, this shell of a person. And the way she did this was absolutely evil. There's a difference between, like, having a back and forward, but to do this, and she really wanted to break me, didn't she? She's done it for a week, but you will never break me, and I'm stronger than ever now.
Hey.
And nobody's getting any free pass with me. If you come for me, you better expect it back, but I will make mincemeat with you with my words alone. I won't even need to get vile, because I'm more intelligent than half the plebs on here.
So it wouldn't matter if Rickster beat the shit out of anyone. What's it got to do with you when you're twice as worse?
Because I care about women. People try and say that I hate women, but why was I? It's always women you'd argue with, but I've gone up against the biggest men on this platform. I've campaigned for that girl who everyone said that was lying about, JC. I've got evidence to show that I've always supported women. If you go onto Google and type in Chelsea Harwood stillborn, Closer magazine, can I get that on the FYP please with the date on? A woman, when I used to just post videos on Facebook, she said a baby had died, stillborn, and she wanted to have the ashes made into glass, and it was a brand new thing back then. And I campaigned and got all the money for her, and it's all in newspapers. I'm a good person. Like, I've only ever done an Eva Queen act, and obviously, you know, I've been part of a bigger conversation at times, you know, where I've had to make a point of saying, like, things that have been clipped and everything. So it doesn't matter. I don't live in the past. You can all sit and live in the past, the haters, you know. I'm just going to keep thriving, keep shining. My audience is huge. I've got so much support. Everyone got views off me today, you know what I mean? Miss Red sitting with 8,000 people because of this, you know what I mean? And like, she used the platform to not stand by women after all she knows. You know, Rickster's abused Miss Red too and said he would punch her and that stuff like that. So she literally wanted me to phone him. Would you phone him, Miss Red? After he said he wouldn't wanted to punch him.
Do you know what I mean? How can someone that literally goes around beating up their ex-boyfriends, black
Never happened.
eyes, all kinds of stuff, booting women as a trans woman as well, doing that to a woman?
What's that got to do with anything? I'm a woman. I had my surgery at 18. So you can't get surgery before 18 in the UK. So what was I meant to do before then? I still lived my life, and my body inside was still the same. So this just makes you look so bad, because this has been a big thing on here, and everyone's seeing how I was literally shattered, and the fact that you've done this has shone a really bad light on you. And I can't wait till you do try and do something in business, because I'll be saving these clips and I'll be sending them in to whomever that you try and work with, whether it be EastEnders Extra, whether it be a telly show or anything. You'll never work again off this. You know, I've proved my abuse. There's other women coming forward now, and you've invalidated all our abuse.
That's definitely totally unacceptable. That's not.
And do you know why while she was saying all of this, her chat was full of people saying, yeah, Mandrew deserves it, yeah, he deserves everything he gets, Mandrew, Andrew, you know, and none of them mods done anything, but Awfully Great Amanda was in there, other moderators were there, you know, that didn't even bother to get rid of it, because they want this, like, because they're trying to take over her life. You know what I mean? So they came for me hard, put all ideas in her mind, you know what I mean? So, but she's an awful person. I would never ever even speak to this woman again. You'll never hear me speak to this woman's face, like actually be around her. She's evil, cruel woman, and the fact that she's done this when it was so serious, you know, and the people who even don't bother with me much, or maybe don't like me very much, actually, you know, look at this, for instance. I'll get back to that, but look at this. So Ems and DG went live last night, and when people said he was laughing today, I'm sure that was about Angie, because Angie responded, didn't she? Because Angie was crying and he said he loved to see her or something like that. So I don't even know what that was for me, but this was last night, so obviously he'll have seen everything that's going on too, and could have just chose to hammer down, and this is what he said to Ems instead.
I like you though.
What?
I like PQ.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it, to be honest. It's not like, I say, me and her beef on live, and I'm not really that arsed. Like, it's not that deep for me. Big up me Julie. Like, she's quite a clever woman. I've said this before. She's quite a clever woman. She's not fucking stupid. And I think she knows I'm just as clever, and sometimes we just hit...
Absolutely not. You'll never be as clever.
Hit butt heads and just go back and forth, and then it just gets dropped for ages, and then... Well, I don't hate anybody. There's not one...
See, I will highlight things, even though, like, bad things have been done and that, you know what I mean? Like, because I think he said this because, like, he didn't want to be seen to be, you know, piling down on that type of thing. Like, I think, you know, even through the beef we've had and everything, I don't think he wanted to be seen to, you know, because the evidence was overwhelming, wasn't it? Like, so...
Not one person I hate.
So he kind of got the message across, you know what I mean, that I don't think he'd be engaging in this type of behaviour, but who knows, that's just my thoughts. But there's no forgiveness to be had or anything, because it's gone too far. Canadian Angie's been deeply affected, you know, I've been affected by lies and stuff, and it's just stupid. Like, you know, the amount of people that have owned up to sleeping with them now, and the one person that I get called a liar about, because I'm not a liar, and I'm sick of being called a liar, and I'll never be called a liar again, because I'm not telling lies. It's none of my business, and I don't even care that, you know, that happened, but, like, the fact that everyone got told that I was a liar when I'm not. What a thing to lie about.
Take history.
So, yeah, so I'm just saying he could have used that opportunity. I know he's engaged in some chat to Chelsea, but before it all blew up to be abuse, you know what I mean?
He just wants to try and get... So it wouldn't matter if Rickster beat the shit out of anyone. What's it got to do with you and
because it's a female, and he shouldn't be beating up women.
you're twice as worse? Do you know what I mean? How can someone that literally goes around beating up their ex-boyfriends, black eyes, all kinds of...
We've seen this one about 5 times, so I need to skip past this bit.
You know, Bradley and all this and that. And
Me and Bradley are absolutely fine. Me and Bradley are fine. I speak to Bradley every day. And he's absolutely fine, and we're at peace. So the fact that you keep trying to rake up, you know, something traumatic for me and Bradley, you know, because, you know, it wasn't the fact that we weren't good together, it was because I was dealing with so much now that everybody's seeing. Now just understand a bit more why I was so hectic in the relationship with Bradley, you know, because I met Bradley is the only lad that he left it when we went to Amsterdam, and we were on magic mushrooms, like, but he left the room, and after everything I've been through, I burst out crying while he wasn't there, and I was so happy, and it was happy tears, you know what I mean, because, like, he just made me so happy. And then obviously when, like, a little thing happened, it was big in my mind, because I had undiagnosed ADHD as well, I had trauma, you know, so I don't think, like, people should keep bringing up, like, what happened with me and Bradley and this black eye incident, because it's not as bad as it sounds. Things have been said, and it's been sensationalised a bit through hurt and pain, and you can understand when there's thousands of people going at this lad, you know what I mean? And he's like, well, I need to make it stop. So, you know, we've spoken behind the scenes and we've agreed to disagree on some things, but we've both made apologies to each other and we're in a great place. And I love Bradley, I always will, no matter what happens between us. And I just wish I would have met him at a different time instead of that time, because, you know, as you can see now, what it must have done to me living through it, you know, actually for like so long and over so many months. And so I just wasn't ready for that relationship, and he was only 22, and it's not too young, by the way. I'm just saying, like, imagine trying to be equipped as an adult to even deal with all of this, you know, it must have been a lot.
And Jack, and then stealing Jack's phone, manipulation.
I didn't steal anybody's phone. I just wanted to protect myself because, like, of this, you know, and I've still got the phone and it won't be going anywhere, you know. It's all gone quiet, you know, I'm being left alone and I'm happy. And this is what I'm saying, everybody. All I ever want is to be left alone, and I just do these things because look what they've all done to me in the past, you know what I mean? Not Bradley, but, like, look at what's happened to me by even friends, you know, like, pretending to be this, that and the other, doing this, doing the other. So I can't trust any of these people, and I trust the people who've been there for me over this situation, and I won't be trusting any other people apart from my audience. You know, the cult have been amazing. You know, everyone knows who's been amazing. Canadian Angie's live. So, like, I can't even now comment on the bloody people in the boxes, because did they turn on me all of a sudden because I was like, I got a bit like, you know, upset because through frustration of feeling unheard. And then obviously because Canadian Angie was saying I think we should stop talking about this, I was worried that, like, people would forget about me, and then, you know what I mean, something bad had happened to me. So I was going through a lot. So, you know, anybody who's been through that will understand, type of things. And last night I only played that video out of trauma, and I love Gracie, and I just think it was wrong to not phone me and then give a judgment on that it shouldn't have happened and it shouldn't have been played and it was tit for tat, because that hurt when Gracie said it was tit for tat. They've had a tit for tat for ages. No, I've been persecuted and hounded and stalked and in fear of my life, and, you know, like, it's not Gracie's fault because she's not been here, and I understand what's happened because I'm a smart person. So there was a few people who are not on TikTok, like me and Gracie and Terry and all that, who understand and have seen this happen, because Gracie was only in a box arguing with Talia last week, so I know she understands. So Gracie spent a week with normal people who are not involved in this. So they didn't understand, I imagine, and have said to Gracie, that's absolutely terrible. So she's been in the mindset of forgetting what's actually happened and how we've got to this stage, and maybe, you know, because, so I was upset a little bit, and it's hurt that it was said that it was tit for tat, you know what I mean? Like, and she didn't ring me first before going live to check I was alright, or to say what happened there, how come you ended up playing that call, like, who give you this advice or whatever. It was just out of sheer panic, and, you know, she traumatised me, not on purpose maybe, but we were traumatised because we thought she was going to be in danger, and then because we knew he wasn't there, we knew she was not in immediate danger, and then, you know, from there, you know, everybody knew, and look what's happened now, another woman's come forward, and then, you know, so I don't regret what I did. I didn't do it out of malice, so I don't need to reprimand myself. And yeah, I love Gracie with all my heart. I just didn't really, I was gutted when it was said they've had the tit for tat for ages. I've not no tit for tat. I've been happy in relationships and trying to move on my life and building a life and meeting good friends, and, you know, and we always said we would never do anything like that unless we spoke first, you know what I mean? Like, and I valued that, and I had full confidence, but the language that was being used, it wasn't aimed at me, it was aimed at Delusive Angie, but Delusive Angie was broken this morning. She was going to have a drink and I had to stop her having a drink, you know what I mean? So it affected a lot of people, because it's not Gracie's fault, like I'm saying. I'm not saying anything bad. I love Gracie. I just think, you know, like, if she would have called me, and I don't want any hate for Gracie because she's a good person, and, you know, and I wanted to protect them because I felt like he was breaking down my support system, you know, because I was getting frustrated, because I was like, people were going, it's fine, there's nothing, and I'm like, I'm gonna get killed, and they're going, don't be so stupid, and I was feeling invalidated and stuff. And then, you know, people were saying, she also said, and I don't care if you're my friend or not, putting that call out was terrible, but I didn't do it to be malicious. So Gracie reinforcing, you know, an abuser sort of thing. It's not her fault though. I don't want anyone to think I'm going out or I'm saying anything out of order. I'm not. I love Gracie. I don't think she was fully aware of the full situation, but it's not her fault because she was on a hen do. It's not her priority, you know, but I wish she would have phoned me. Thank you so much, Miss Isla Dogs. And I haven't fallen out with Gracie, you know, I mean, I'm sure everything will be okay. You know, but I had a lot of people who like, you know, I don't know, but I love Gracie, and she's never always been good to me, and I think she'd be probably gutted, you know, and she's been on high with a hen do. She's been around normal people who have probably said, oh my god, I can't believe she's played that, and Gracie's in that mindset, whereas if Terry was next to her, he'd say, well, look at the things they've done. They've released phone calls about her, they've manipulated voice recordings. You know, I thought it was happening to another woman. So I don't think Gracie's understood the full, like, what's been going on, so I don't hold nothing against her. And we will speak. I'm just a little bit hurt at the moment because, you know, it kind of reinforced my abuse, but not on purpose, because it's not Gracie's fault. So does everyone understand that? I never see anyone going for Gracie. You'll be blocked, because she's been there for me through thick and thin. And I know for a fine fact that she wouldn't have tried to hurt me on purpose like other people, you know, in my life before. And I know she'd be gutted knowing or finding out, you know, that that's what happened, because, you know, but it's not her fault.
Trying to go after my management, going after DG.
But I didn't go after your management, Chelsea. You kept threatening me. Did everybody hear Chelsea constantly saying, you better get scared, it's not me you're dealing with, it's me management, and they're getting you and all stuff like that. So I have a right to know who was threatening me. And when she was using up a platform to say, management, it's her who's brought this on top, not me. You know, I'm another creator, and I should not be abused across the platform for suffering domestic abuse.
Who the hell do you think you are?
And do you know why women don't come forward? I understand you now, and men. I know why you don't come forward, because people like her. It's so scary to be disbelieved and, you know, invalidated, and then you spend your time trying to prove to people, and it makes you look crazy. So you end up looking mad, you know, type of thing. And I can't believe, like, as somebody who's known me, she couldn't have just, in the moment, thought, you know what, I went through it with her. I understand she's in my house breaking down and all that, so she's not oblivious. She watched everything.
Sit there with your little alien head, sweetheart.
And do you know what she's done? She's been onto Canadian Karen's profile, because I seen she reposted a horrible picture of me, and now she believes that that's an image of me. She's going, she really believes that, like, that's what I look like she's fell for, like, the Canadian Karen thing, even though I've spoke about it so many times around her. She's been in the live, but she's been reposting the videos of Canadian Karen to get at me and, you know, abusing me.
I'm 10 times better looking than you could ever dream of, sweetheart.
Why are you trying to pull down the way I look and that, though, as a woman? Like, you say when anyone calls you ugly that they're jealous of you and you're beautiful and stuff, and you've said for years how beautiful I am and everybody's lying, and now you're literally not even going off real photographs. You're going off Canadian Karen, who's a troll of mine, and manipulates pictures, and you've seen me in real life, you know what I mean? Like, so the fact that you're trying to lie like this and be abusive towards me when I was going through so much, and you knew, and I expressed, and I was broken and everybody could hear, you know what I mean? I was begging to be left alone. That's not me. You all know that's not me. I wouldn't beg for these plebs to leave me alone, and I won't ever again, and they're all in for it. You better watch out. As soon as you fuck up, you're getting it.
Get back to your fillers, your hair extension.
I don't get fillers. You're the one that gets fillers. Your lips are the size of rubber dinghies, love, that you'd go paddling in the ocean or something, you know, on your holidays. So you can't really talk when you've got that much filler in. It's almost just all filler and no face at this point. So I don't get any filler. I don't get any lips enhanced. I only get Botox. And you've had plenty of hairstyles with hair extensions and plaits and fake hair, and you've got fake boobs and you've got fake lips, you know what I mean? And you've got a smoother on and eyelashes that you haven't even really got on. So you must be a bit insecure. And because you see that I'm not insecure about my looks, and I do love myself, but you tried to make me not love myself, and that's never going to happen. I've been made to feel I'm ugly that many times that I know I'm gorgeous, because you wouldn't be saying it so much if I was actually ugly. You know, you'd actually have real pictures of me looking ugly instead of manipulated Canadian Karen pictures.
And your dusty wardrobe, darling.
Wardrobe?
Could never compare.
I haven't actually got a wardrobe, to be honest.
To me, you're jealous around me, bitch. I see it, darling. You're so jealous. I can't have ugly bitches
Wow.
around me. Sorry, darling. Only sexy.
What a way to talk to a victim of domestic abuse, and was re-coerced into the abusive not relationship, but mannerisms and thought process as before. You know, like, I was expressing how I was feeling, which was mad. I never do that, you know what I mean? And the fact that I was telling you that I was scared and I thought I was going to get killed and everything. When would I ever say things like that? Whenever I said anything about any trolls, this wasn't trolling. This was my real life, you know, and I really felt intimidated. you know, by this man, and the fact that she used the platform to keep hammering down, it was getting worse and worse because I felt like she was doing it, you know, Miss Red was using her platform, so I'm not in it. You know, no, you're not in any pack with me, so you better watch out, Miss Red. Honestly, I'm not going to target you or anything, but the slightest slip, I'm going to be on you.
Glamorous, classy bitches around me would never have you anywhere around me. You are a disgrace.
Yeah, you've had me round, yeah, probably about 30 times. You've been on multiple holidays with me, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Are you forgetting all of that? You've already had me around, yeah. Got loads of videos.
In Cornwall, through
I've been to Cornwall.
alcohol over these two poor gay guys that were celebrating their fucking anniversary.
So what happened was, everybody, we went to this pub in Cornwall, and these two gentlemen were having an anniversary special together and decided to be abusive towards me. And know what they said? We like you, CLA, we don't like you though. So I swole my drink all over them. I said, like that, you bitches, and I walked out, and they didn't out about it. But apparently that was outrageous, you know what I mean? Somebody can say that to me face and expect no repercussion. I don't think so.
It was just horrendous.
Imagine me walking over to a stranger going, I like you, but I don't like you. Ugh, I'm not having that. You got swilled with the drink.
A nightmare in that place because I'm not gonna eat that. Made me fucking go bipolar.
I made you okay, so she's saying the Cornwall incident where she's screaming at that young girl, and that girl absolutely reads her to filth, and she's only in the Cornish newspaper for being abusive to people. You know, she said about all this newspaper, I'm on the newspapers, darling, for the last year. I phoned up the newspaper the other day, yet they snaked me and wrote a positive interview about me. It wasn't even bad. I was actually impressed. They've literally wiped me slate clean, told everybody of the world that what I've done is an act in the past, and has been part of bigger conversations, so I can back myself up. That's my certificate of redemption. Thank you very much. You could never even get this much in the paper. Nobody knows who you are, really, in the celebrity world, the real famous world, where, you know, I chose to step out of the limelight many years ago, that I was getting hammered by the press over and over again. Thank you so much, Chloe B. But they weren't making me any money, so I thought, fuck yous, and I said I'd never do another interview again. I had tried to help that hairdresser because that was to help somebody, which was different. I've never gave them an interview before, so they stole an interview from me. But they ended up doing me no end of favours because they've made me look like a pure angel now, you know what I mean? They told everyone I'm on £1,000 a night, which I'm not. That's only special nights. What else did they say? They said all kinds. They said I own my own car, but that's not really impressive.
That's negativity. Remember, and then she crashed the car. I had to listen with all that. She had Bradley on the thing like a psycho.
I don't get what she meant by that.
She's nuts, mate. I feel sorry for anyone. Stay away from her, darling.
Stay away.
She just wants to try and get a dig at...
She's nasty, isn't she? Abuser. Another abuser. You won't abuse me. Moni, CLA's biggest gifter, has left TikTok. That's because it's actually her who's the management and not CLA. There is a video that I need to show you as to how we got to this stage, because I don't know whether I've moved it now. It was like in an evidence pack I received. Because I get evidence packs, you know, as well. Oh, she keeps saying I've never been on a holiday before her. Do you remember me and Bradley were in Amsterdam? And then she said, oh, I'm going here, and I got her the passport for her. But this video that I showed the other day, this is from Instagram and Facebook in 2012 or something. She said I've never been on a holiday. Thank you, Chloe B. If that's the case, then I've got the evidence, because my passport was leaked by Feisty and all that. You know what I mean? So no, you're the person who's never been on holiday before, love, before me. Thank you very much. And she was insistent. Ask Bradley. Me and Bradley had just been to Amsterdam, our first holiday together. That was where I was so happy and I cried. Thank you, Chloe V, with happiness. I've never cried with happiness before like that. But I just loved Bradley. It was lovely. You know, then when we got back, she was like, oh, come on, darlings. And then we went, me and Bradley, do you remember? So how does she work out that we've never been on holiday before? I've been going on holiday since I was 9 years of age. You know what I mean? I've been everywhere. Just because I've only just got a passport, copies off everything. I was live streaming Benidorm with brown hair, if you remember, in the Rickster eras. Remember, I went to Benidorm and I had brown hair, and I was at that waterfront little cafe and everything. How the hell does she even believe her own bullshit when we've got evidence spanning over years? You can't lie about me, CLA. Ugh, no. I'll even go and dig up the fucking email address with the old passport in to show what date it was first issued, you know what I mean? Because that was my first passport, because it was like a 10-year one, isn't it? So that was like expired years and years and years and years ago, so... Oh, yeah. Oh no, because I did the change, didn't I? So I had one as a kid, then one in Chelsea, and then once I had my surgery and got my gender recognition, this, that and the other, that's when I got another one, once that had run out. So yeah, how can you try and lie and rewrite my history, love? You're the one who's never been anywhere until TikTok. So let's get back to that bit. Hang on, where are we? Oh no, we need the money clip, sorry. It was just I went past the holiday footage. Oh, I put it on my story yesterday, so I don't know whether I won't have it anymore. Who sent me that? The video where CLA's saying, oh yeah, and then she was money, me management, and it said she logged into CLA's account. Who's got that clip? Alphabet's been banned. That's because they bought bots. You're not allowed to. You'll get caught. So anybody who follow them by example, then look what's happened to Alphabet's account. It's funny, isn't it, that 2 days later, after they bought bots, because TikTok knows. It's not stupid. Oh, here we go. Got it.
Say hello to...
There we go. So I no longer believe that It's Awfully Great Amanda. I just was a bit suspicious because of all the things. Hello, Italian, my love. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry I've been a bit away with the fairies on this live tonight. So I feel like I haven't really spoken with you. So this is a classic clip from a few weeks ago. And somebody's logged into CLA's account. And she goes, my management are here. And then because obviously she's a liar, she's a liar, you know what I mean? She slips up naturally. And even, so listen, so that's why Moni's left, because Moni's now been exposed as the manager. This manager. So Chelsea hasn't got management, everybody. She doesn't hire anyone with a legitimate company. She's got somebody who's helping her, i.e. a friend, which is Moni. I don't think it's Awfully Great Amanda anymore. I think it's Moni.
To my management guys, they're here. Big love for my management guys.
Yeah. Imagine walking around doing that as a 43-year-old woman, saying you're rich, successful, bougie and posh, and you're going, so weird.
So yeah, my management is going to be helping me with the competition.
Weirdo.
And obviously the colouring competition at 8 p.m. tonight, so make sure to stay tuned and come and join us. We're going to be doing prize giveaways of 50, 30 and 20. The next...
Okay, so this is a little bit later on in the clip. And this was after I'd told her to stop saying waffle and giveaway. See the way she used it? So if I wasn't telling the truth, why are you using it now? She says it all the time now, my giveaway. She never used to say the word giveaway. She'd say waffle and tickets and stuff like that.
Next one is the...
So I tried to help her with the language. She's using it, but telling me I'm a liar.
American...
How does that even make sense?
She American, Julie. It's the baby's mom. We can't get the baby in the box. Get the baby in the box. Let's get the baby in the box.
Third winner now, Chelsea. So this is what's written. I got bloody a hair somewhere tickling me in my lip gloss, my lip oil. Yeah, so let me just make this big for you. So in the comment section it says, third winner now, Chelsea. And listen to how Chelsea responds. Thank you, Karen. This is how Chelsea responds.
The winner. The third winner. Who's the third winner, Moni?
Oh.
Winner, Moni. I don't,
Say?
Please say the kids will be on. That doesn't even does.
Oh dear, look. Oh dear. So, apologies, Awfully Great Amanda, on the sheer topic of you being the management. It's definitely money. She doesn't have professional management. She was talking about market in general, this, that and the other bullshit, love. If market in general was that great, then why doesn't he want to be on camera? You know, I know he doesn't do TikTok because he's rich anyway, but who else does he represent? Weirdo. So we know it's money. That's why money's left, as you're saying, and all that, because everyone now knows. Like, there's no management. All famous people, whether you're on EastEnders, Corrie, they've all got agents, Peter Andre, Katie Price, because they take the shit. They're paid literally to take all these crank calls all day long, you know what I mean? They hire a little office person, you know, sift through these, find the genuine from the fake or whatever. So that's a management team. She's literally got a friend who's doing it that she's met through the stream. for instance. Which is nothing wrong with it, but why is she lying so hard? I don't know why she lies, because she slips up all the time. So we know you haven't got actual professional management, and I'm not scared of your management. Nobody is, because it's just money. And if you've got a problem, you know what I mean, then it's the truth. Facts and evidence, Chelsea, yours are just words. You never prove anything. Have you noticed Chelsea Liart says a lot, but never proves it? But I prove everything. I prove everything. CLE talks about EQ again. This has been relentless. Oh my god, I'm so glad that this woman can now be told all about herself, you know what I mean? Because, like, I honestly don't give a shit anymore. I've been through so much the last month and fell back into, like, old habits of being, like, a victim. No more, love, you better watch yourselves, every single one of you. No packs with anybody, only friends.
Yeah? You know, and then Jack sat there with two black eyes, you know.
The way she's trying to say Jack's a victim of domestic violence, like, when he's openly said himself, no. He even said to Rickster, no. Like, he's told everybody exactly what happened multiple times, and she still really wants it to be true. Like, she's trying to convince people that I'm an abuser.
And she's all smiling and...
The only abuser is you, CLA, and you're making yourself look so bad. You're nothing but a bully. I'm saving all these videos, and we'll resurface them as and when needed.
You know...
I'll be telling my story that while I was, you know, being re-abused by my original abuser, she was hammering down on me and backing him and saying, and championing him to finish me off, you know what I mean? What type of woman are you?
It was just, you know, from an outside point of view, you know, people, you know, can clearly see, you know, there's something's a bit...
If anybody wants to go and check out the last messages between me and Jack before Rickster got involved, then it's all on my Facebook. I've had about 3,000 new followers on Facebook. I love that you've all followed me. But all the evidence on there for all their lies.
Strange. You understand? And then it's always trying to blame, oh, they're a drug dealer, or they're...
But he was. And I paid to get him out of it. So the people who go, but you were still with the drug dealer. I wasn't. I was not at all.
This, or that.
Why would I pay the bill off and everything and, you know... not have nothing to do with it, but I was with him, a drug dealer. I don't think so. I've never been with a drug dealer.
Say that about every single person, like, you know, it's the same thing.
But it's not. Rickster's abuse has been proved. Poor Bradley, and then Jack's admitted to cheating. So how are you trying to blame me, Chelsea? You know what I mean? I don't understand how you keep trying to blame me all the time. It's very strange. It sounds like a vendetta, and you have attempted to bully me when I was at my lowest of domestic abuse, you know, being re-abused by the same person. That's really heinous for anybody. The fact that Sam Walker had to take to his profile after all the supported women and the strong women I've got in my life, you know what I mean, that a man had to step in, G-Crew and everything else, like, that's just foul that you've used your platform for this.
You don't even switch.
Do you know, if I found out that, like, she was getting abused by her abusers, I would use my platform to stick up for her no matter what was going on. I'd take myself away from any argument we had. But she really wanted to finish me, didn't she, everyone? She wanted to finish me. Why? Why that much vengeance when I've showed you I never kicked her? I was just defending Bradley. She was the aggressor, and I proved it. Proof. Not just said words, I proved it. And I've been terrorised for years over this kicking incident that didn't even occur.
Shit up. You say the same thing about everyone's...
I haven't said the same thing about everybody. Rickster abused me. Bradley didn't do anything wrong. And bloody Jack cheated on me. So what have I done wrong, Chelsea? Why are you trying to tell people that I'm to blame for being abused in relationships?
Try and scare people or say this and spread lies.
Lies?
Misleading information, make people try and hate on people for nothing, or do this and do that to cause distress and all.
I wonder why she can't, like, she's obviously seeing all the evidence, everybody's all over that. I think it's jealousy, because, like, I've got 8,000, 10,000 people coming and everyone's been talking about me for a whole month. Imagine having no attention for a month. I think that's what it is. I think it's because she thinks I'm an FYP show host, but I'm not. I'm more than that. Like, I don't just sit reviewing the news and talk about all my own life. I pause it that often. It's a talk show. You know what I mean? And the people who go, oh, she keeps pausing the video. But why would you want to just sit with a zombie watching videos? Like, there's nothing in that. And the reason I'm so successful is because the way I do it. So I'm not going to have anybody try and skip my platform when I've gone where the money is. I'm smarter than all of these people, you know, and these have to sell the heart and soul all day, every day. And I've been the focus of every single storyline for the past 4 weeks, you know, because it's real life, whereas, like, you've had no attention. So I believe that's what it is. Thank you, Joe Jarella. Thank you, beautiful. I believe that's what it is. I believe that it's jealousy, because imagine being starved of attention for a whole month. This is why she's gone at me so hard, because she's jealous.
Alarm, and it's just absolutely disgusting.
And I'm glad I've got this PC, because I proved facts and evidence every time. You've made yourself look very stupid, Chelsea. You tried to link up with an abuser to abuse another woman after he's abused other women, not just me. So it's not even about me. Oh, she could be lying. I proved it anyway. Miss Red used the platform. Every actual creator has used the platform. Delusive Angie's been in tears today. She really felt for the situation and everything. Like it was terrible. The amount of Pearl Price crying. I don't even like Pearl. That was terrible to hear Pearl crying like that. You know, nobody deserves it to cry because they've said bad things. That no one deserves any of this. What's happened? Anybody who's cried today and been triggered and traumatized, then I've been with yous on that. Whereas this one here, foul.
She scares me. Yeah, there's so many people.
There's so many people who are scared, but I've had so much overwhelming support. You know, the amount of people who have put aside the fact of the things I've said in the past, and you know, it's been fabulous, and it's been the audience. You know, a lot of obviously creators and my friends of TikTok Live, but it's all thanks to yous in the chat, and without yous, there wouldn't be any of this, and there wouldn't be any support. I'm not talking about gifts and all that type of stuff. You know, just the fact that like a lot of yous have resonated and, you know, managed to put your issues aside with me. There was a lady who's come forward with this footage, and until now she's been isolated and been too scared to speak out, and she had that footage for a year of them threats. So she was under abuse and threat for a whole year. It doesn't invalidate what she's been through, because she's been through the same as me, whether it be living with somebody a year, a day, a month. If you've been through, it doesn't invalidate. I'm no better than you. I haven't been through more than you. This woman has had the same feelings for so long, and you know, imagine feeling alone and like she's scared to go live or be seen in people's lives. And now she's took her power back. She spoke out. She was getting withheld calls for ages earlier on, and it was him. That's what he does. He withheld calls. Anyone who's been abused by him, you'll know. Like, he'll try and phone to intimidate you, to re-intimidate you, and her phone was blazing after she'd been in Angie's box and said she had this footage. Her phone never stopped, and I said just ignore it. He hasn't got no control, and everybody can see him for who he is. You know what I mean? So she's invalidating so many victims, and there's going to be more that'll come forward. You know, I know for a fact there's more. There's got to be. If it can't just be me, this person, and possibly Talia and Annie, you know, the baby one. For anyone confused who Annie is, you keep hearing the name Annie. That's Rickster's baby mum. No, the little girl, Ariana, the little one. Be my new mummy. That's her. She stopped him seeing the kid because he's a nutter. You know, so she stopped it. He tried to raise money, a GoFundMe on Facebook to raise money for it. You know, he's got no money. He's like in the spare room of his stepdad's house right now. You know, you're just finished. And anyone who tries to come for any of us women who spoke out against you to defend you, then they're sick in the head, because like nobody should be terrorizing us because we're a victim of this person, whether it be family, friends, or whatever. It's outrageous. It's not just me. It's 4 women possibly so far. And that's only what we know about. He's been on this app for years. Thank you so much, Jolie. Thank you. And I put myself in immense danger, you know, to help people. So all this, she doesn't care about women. It's the most important thing to me, because I'm a trans woman, and, you know, I feel things womanly more than anybody. You know, don't know about more than women, but like, you know, because that's who I am, and I identify so hardly behind it because of everything like I've had done. And you know, I'm fucking bang, and I don't ever struggle getting a man. Thank you, Elijah. And that's because of the way I am, because I'm confident. I don't like use it as a stigma in real life. Like, obviously on here, like when people try and come for me, I'll come for them and use that. But like in my real life, I don't suffer any of that. You know, like I've been on dating apps and I have it there, and I don't even make it a topic of discussion, you know what I mean? I'll naturally engage it in the conversational, or I'll send a video off TikTok, I'll be seeing this, just so that they definitely are aware, and it never changes anything, honestly. When have I ever had a man, apart from one who abused me, be ashamed of me or not produce me to the world, you know what I mean, like type of thing? So I don't have the same worries as other people, because I am everything that's a woman. Do you think, have you ever heard Sam Walker take such a hard stance before being who he is for a trans woman? Because he says he looks at me no different men, when it comes to me, whether you think I've got an annoying voice or whatever, they don't even see it. Honestly, they don't even think about sending me trolls. Oh, and that voice, like, but you didn't mind it when I was your friend.
She literally thinks she can come on here and literally say whatever she wants and get away with it because she thinks she's smart.
Evil woman. At least I was only Evil Queen as a character. Who I am, who you've seen over this past month, is who I made a conscious once I got on my dexamphetamine, because the other medication wasn't doing it for me. The Elvance, it was shit. But now this one, you know, it's made me, and I must have always been this person, but, you know, obviously I got swept up with this bloody Evil Queen shit and that. But now I've dropped all that. I've done a newspaper article, you know, unreservedly apologising to anybody, and I did that on the SAP, but they all used it to attack me. They thought, oh, she's apologised, let's get her now. No, you won't be getting me at all, love, because I will embarrass the fuck out of you with my words alone, and I will show evidence to back up any lies that you tell about me. No prisoners, no mercy, and I don't need to be nasty about it. So you're messing with the sharpest tool in the drawer. So thank you for the people who turned their backs. I warned you days ago. Thank you so much, Elijah. So thank you for the real people who've shown who they are.
It was true, she owes tax.
I don't know, no tax. She's been telling everybody as well. Well, I can't find you on company's house because you're an absolute fool for putting your business in your name, you know what I mean? My business is in my name, but in a name that you wouldn't know. Why would I call my business Evil Queen, where everyone can check out me, all my stuff, and, you know, Chelsea Harwood, so they can all troll me? No way, I'm more smarter than you. I've paid everything. I've been to prison before for an incident with benefit fraud, but that wasn't why I went to prison, it was part of it. But yeah, I've lived an honest life ever since. I'm well on top of everything to do in my life, just because you're an absolute idiot, Chelsea, and you've let yourself get into such a mess, and you're so bitter because you feel like, oh, well, I've had to pay. But while you didn't have to pay it, you weren't screaming and shouting for people to pay it, were you? Because you're that bitter and twisted. You know, you go on about grassing and, oh, look, but you were saying, you've sat on your platform saying, I'm grassing everyone's tax. I've paid tax for years. I've been burnt before and been to prison. I hope you go to prison. I really do, because, you know, you've literally had to rush and pay 3 years worth of stuff. Ha 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 ha. That's because you're such an idiot and you didn't get your ducks in a row, because you're an amateur, and I should never have even wasted my time with you, because you are an absolute amateur. She's an amateur to me. In the live streaming department. Like, she's so obsessed with billions of views, but they're on other people's videos of you. Like, she's so impressed by other people's successes, it's mad. It's mental. And I've got 1 billion views, but you haven't. It's people's clips of you. Like, does that bring you anything in life? Like, you know, when you stand outside these millionaires' house, look at this, everybody. I'm at Lord Rufus. Are you Lord Rufus Isaacs? Are you royalty? No? Are you the king's cousin? You're so impressed by other people's successes, you're making yourself look a fool, Chels.
Yeah, because people are too scared, because, you know...
And she'll walk into a bougie shop, buy nothing, but go, oh yes guys, I'm just looking at this Louis Vuitton, one of a kind, £8 million. She'll walk out after she made a video. How are you, bougie? Hello, Liv, my darling love. Liv, I'm dying to go... and say what I know. Not that it's anything bad, but you know what I mean? Just to be like, people are going on at me about age, you know what I mean? The fellas on this app don't seem to mind. But I won't say nothing, Liv, obviously.
And they're seeing people...
I love you, Liv.
...trolled and police coming out and this and that. People just don't want to get involved. They're just like, this is, you know...
No, it was the trouble causer of me from times gone by. Thank you, Gillian. I would never say anything. It's just the trouble causer of me from times gone by. It's like, I know something that everyone else doesn't know. But I'm not being naughty.
Some people, it can be too much. Cause
unless someone comes for me, I won't be coming for them. I'm just doing my FYP and chilling with my audience.
They just don't want to get involved in any drama whatsoever.
Tell us no. I've got to prove to myself that I can resist the edge.
It's totally unacceptable, you know.
Oh no, I didn't start on this. It's just me and Liv. Little private joke, love. She was with a big creator the other night on a night out, and nobody knows who it is, but I do, sort of thing. Unless I've just outed her and she's got a video or something on her profile. Hopefully not.
But just don't want to speak out.
Hello, my gorgeous Jess. Jess, my eyebrows have gone great. I'm coming back in to get... Once I need me tightening, because I'm getting my colour done at the weekend, I think. Once you've done... I want the whole eyebrow done. I can live with it. I know what it does now. So I was thinking I was going to have scabs and everything. It does take weeks though, doesn't it? They've gone red at all. Yeah, so they were a little bit like scabby, like a normal tattoo removal, and then they went red, and they were like, so like they look like burn bubbles, but they haven't bothered me at all. I just put makeup on it every single night and everything, and just it was well better. So I can't wait to get them off, love. Thank you, Melanie. I love you all. Thank you for all these gifts. I'm so sorry I haven't been my usual enthusiastic self. And I've still got all the 30 prizes that I promised on the other day. The wheel's still got everyone's names in and everything, and everyone's been entered again tonight. Sorry, I haven't mentioned. Thank you, Melanie. So everyone who sent a gift tonight, it's the 30 item one still. It's just been rolled over. But there's no rollovers from tomorrow. Anyone who's owed anything will be paid. Anybody who's parcels, you know, they'll be posted not tomorrow, the next day, because I'm going to get on top of everything. I want to go and get my nails done and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm going to get back to normal life, and, you know, I'm not going to live in fear. And I'm taking my power back. And I'll never, ever fall into that trap again, because now I know what to look for. And that's great. Let's do hand heart today instead of confetti. So you get 200 entries. You don't want to go too mad because the wheel's massive already. 200 entries, I'm going to do 500 of them. 200 entries per £1 hand heart. And it's for the 30 prizes that I haven't drawn yet.
You know, if she just came on here, did her own thing, and
I was doing my own thing, everybody knows that I was. None of this is my fault.
Left us all alone.
I tried to. There's footage of me begging, please, somebody tell her to leave me alone. I was going through a lot in life, and she never stopped, did she? She did it worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and I'll never take it from you again. You think I'm a pussy because I went through a breakup, and, you know, and then I had my ex-abuser come around, you know, trying to twist things, and then, you know, it was just all chaos for me in my real life, and the fact that you chose to hammer down on me is a betrayal of yourself, not me. Because I wouldn't have even done that to my worst enemy. If it would have been the height of man and Miss Red's feud and I found out something like that, I would have gone to her and I would have said, I don't care what's happened, that's disgusting. I'm here for you. I wouldn't have used my platform, you know, to help call someone a liar and invalidate their abuse. And, you know, there's other women coming forward, and you've also invalidated. You're sticking up for a man and enforcing that he's a good person when you could affect other women. You don't seem to realise. You say you've been through it yourself, but I do start to question that at this stage, and I always questioned it, if you remember, because she's very abusive. Look at what she did to Modi, and she goes on about hitting men. She fucking straddled Modi and like she was a rugby player.
Everything will be alright, but she's not a creator. She's got no content.
She attacked Bradley. I've proved it. She's the abuser, and this shows me more than ever that that's who she is. She didn't think twice about me. Like, I could have killed myself. I wouldn't have, but I could have, you know what I mean? Like, I would never do that. I'm not in that mindset, but like, that's what she could have forced on somebody, because I was going through a lot. It wasn't just an app thing. It was everybody thinking they could come for me because I was being nice, you know what I mean? And I'm still going to be nice, because I'm not going to let myself down in the community. But you better believe that, like, everyone who from here on out says anything about me, I'm on it.
So what would she do when she comes on here? You know, she used to spit at a camera and slate people. Evil Queen. So you put a name for yourself of who you awesome. So, and that's what she did, because that's who she is, because that's all she can do. Because that's who you...
Yeah, the spitting was 5 years ago, and it platformed me and everything, you know what I mean? She's had everything out, breasts a lot. I can't really say anything, can you know what I mean? Like, she's literally had everything out. Everybody knows what every part of it looks like. So she can't really talk about anyone, can she?
You're just an evil person, so you don't have any content to give anyone. You ain't got no...
Oh, well, the last month's been about me, considering I've got no content. God, you've been absolutely suffocated of content, and the only content that's on the FYP is you talking about me. For the whole month, you've sat advertising me, CLA, and made yourself look terrible. The other day, I knew how bad you were making yourself look, and I tried to reach out to you still, didn't I? And I said, I don't want any of this, Chelsea, I don't want you to look stupid. And she wouldn't accept it, so you've made your own bed now, you can lie in it. And I'll never abuse you, I'll never troll you in any type of way, but you better believe that as soon as you do something on the FYP, we'll still show the good stuff, the good, the bad, and the ugly, whereas we didn't show any bad stuff before. And I helped you with your colouring book, I promoted it, I campaigned for you, I've done nothing but support you. So good luck with the people who surround you now. And I'm not saying that about Money. Money seems a good person, but you know what I mean. Like the Awfully Great Amanda's not a terrible people. Like she may have like said, "Oh, nobody can't invalidate," but it doesn't change nothing. They all hammered down on me when they knew it was real life and not an app-related thing. And if it would have been app-related, I wouldn't have been bothered. But if it would have been like somebody else who it didn't like this Mother Teresa person. Leighton, somebody or other, them going, "Oh, how does it feel?" This, that, and the other. It's not about that. Like, if misread even the argument, and we found out something was going on with Simon, I would have reached out to support her. It wouldn't have mattered because it's real life and it's not an argument. Oh, you didn't care about Cockapoo. Did Cockapoo care about giving my address out, which started the whole argument with me and her? And then she went onto Miss Red's platform and threatened my dad. It's funny how they forget all these things when they're telling the stories, isn't it? And she did this to Cockapoo. Excuse me, she gave my address out to Prince Brat first, come on and gloated about it, and then people exposed hers. Then she threatened my father, and then a partner's thing went up. So at every point, these people have done things in return or even first.
Business.
So, haha, you're that bitter and twisted. I'm glad. Hate me. Keep hating all my successes. Aw, you thought I was done? 229,000 diamonds in 2 hours, 38 minutes. You'll never see it. Never.
You don't have no website. No one cares about you in London.
Who cares, love? You don't even leave your house. So you're sitting in a council flat, dusty one at that, you know, and saying, "I live in London." No, do you live on the street, do you, love?
You could walk around here. No one knows you.
Good. I would never want what level of fame that this one claims to have. I have respectable fame. Thank you, Viennese, love. Thank you so much. And you got to remember, everybody, she's such a huge target because she wears big fucking mad clothes with colours coming out and you can't help but notice her. Whereas me, I'm just like a normal person. I dress normal, casual. I don't make a spectacle of myself to be noticed because that's not what my life's all about. The less noticed I get, the better. Because I just want to live a life, my normal life. This is all new to you. I've been famous since I can remember. You know, I've been in the public eye in the newspaper since I can remember. You know, I've done that much that I'm past all this, you're not. I'm here to make money and to build an audience. You don't even know your audience, you only know your gifters, that's it, and that's what you call them. You call people gifters, my gifter, my gifter, my gifter. You don't humanise them at all. A friend of the... I'm not even going to tell you what to say, you know what I mean? I'm not giving you any tips at all. You deserve to fall flat on your face and I'm here for it.
So that's the difference. If you lived in London, you could walk outside your house because you're not famous and no one fucking knows you, sweetheart. So,
boring.
You know.
She's so boring, isn't she? Does she really believe all these things that she says? People literally rip the back end out of her. She's got a lot of fans, yeah, but lots of them are just trolling her. Look what they do, send to her house and all that. Like, this person is not on my level. She begs for cucumbers, you know what I mean? She puts that much cake down her trough, you know. She's doubled or trebled in size over the last few years. And has got the cheek to call me string bean when I've literally been suffering with an eating disorder, which will be no more now, but I was suffering with an eating disorder still, you know, and I'm like, so to call me string bean and this, that and the other, well, you're overloaded, you know what I mean? Simple as. What you say to me will be returned to you, but in a classy way.
It's just whatever. People who don't create content shouldn't be here. And I was the one that blew you up on this platform.
Can you believe the outrageous lie of that? Can you believe that? That is the biggest load of shit we've ever heard in our lives. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Does she forget that she, like, everybody knows lockdown legends are lockdown legends? Like, you're not a lockdown legend. Honestly, she wasn't even on the app. I had 7,000 people. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the videos. Ha ha ha, CLA. I platformed you, you silly cow. Okay, now don't try and rewrite my history. You'll never be better than me, you scrubber. Never. Go and wash your smelly clothes. Because you never take them off. You're that rich that you... I have a different outfit every single day. Clean, fresh, you know, showered every day. You don't even step foot in the shower every day. Oh my god. Honestly, the woman is mad. And she has the cheek to come for anyone else. Right, here we go. Lockdown. Was CLA on the app at this point? Let's look at my numbers. Okay, CLA. Let's prove you wrong again. Look at the viewers here. See here? Just keep looking at this. I'm going to flip through some of them. 4.1. 3.2. Right, let's see. 3.4. 3.4.
That's enough.
3.3. My popularity grew as well. Wait till you see when it gets to 6,000.
Tango.
4.8.
Never mind.
5.7. See how it went up, everybody? So I've got all the clips from the beginning of time, which show how I started, how I built, how I blew up myself through Evil Queen. Honestly, Chelsea, you look so stupid. You look like the stupidest cow going. Like the whole chat's just erupted in laughter at you. You go, stop using my words. Who invented we'll have all the? It's a staple of your everyday streaming. Stop copying Chelsea, get your own words. We'll have all of this. It's mine. Thanks for promoting my words every day, you silly cow. Honestly, you're that thick that these management you've got, you just show that you haven't got management because they wouldn't have told you to just respect your own pen to where the maids and stuff, you know. You're just a weirdo. Invalidate people's abuse. Tell people you platformed them. I blew up because of you. Whatever, Trevor. You absolute weirdo. It's hilarious. Oh, let me find this clip again.
Like, she literally thinks she can come on here and literally...
Read this bit.
Yeah, because people are too scared because, you know, when they're seeing people trolled and police coming out and this and that, people just don't want to get involved. They're just like, this is, you know...
Listen, I am the worst enemies with Miss Reds. Have the police ever been out to Miss Reds, everybody, while she's doing a live? Are things arriving at Miss Reds? I don't even know anything to do about Miss Reds, and she's like one of my #1 enemies. So if I was going to be doing anything, wouldn't it be to Miss Reds? You know what I mean?
So for some people...
Because I was friends with her, remember? Well, she was fake friends with me, you know what I mean?
It can be too much because they just don't want to get involved in any drama whatsoever, which is totally unacceptable.
God, Miss Red never stops being in the drama. Everyone I associate with is from Drama Talk, but you're trying to tell everybody who they are, what they are, and you tried to turn everyone against me. Didn't work, did it?
Well, you know, and some people...
Get the stun, stick your finger up your bum, twirl it round, till it makes Chelsea Leott sound. I've got nails, so I couldn't do it, but...
just don't want to speak out.
They don't want to speak out. These creators never shut up about me. They're in every box like me. Even the bottom barrel creators talk about me, so... Delusional, that's fine. Maybe you need medicating. Obsessed with me? Haha, you'll always live in my shadow, CLA. Because you're a mess.
You know, if she just came on here, did her own thing, and...
I do. You came to us, we didn't come to you. You came with the beg and bowl, like you beg and bowl into DJ as well, you know what I mean? We can see what you're doing, Chelsea. You can't survive on your own. You can't survive, and I've got genuine friends. Delusive Angie will use her platform to cuss me if I've done something wrong, but equally, she'll be truthful and fair. You're the only strange person.
And left us all alone.
You don't leave anyone alone. You never have anyone's name out your mouth. If it's not DJ, it's me. If it's not me, it's this person. You've slagged Alphabet to the hilt, and every time you've fallen off, you bring it back round. It's funny as fuck. I can literally survive on this app on my own, and I've done for many years. I'm so happy to have the people I've got around me now, because I wouldn't want to survive on my own sort of thing, and I have never survived on my own, if you get me. I've always had close people, but I've got a lot more of good people around me now. You know, much better than this person could ever be around me.
Everything will be alright, but she's not a creator, she's got no content, so what?
Yes, it's been all about me and my private life, and isn't that content? Me breakups, me makeups, me abuse story, you know, everything's been dragged out, and it's jealousy, because you've got 1.2 thousand people here talking about me, and I've got 5,000 talking about you. Who's doing better by talking about the other? So stop talking about me, because I'm going to make you look so stupid every single day.
What would she do when she comes on here? You know, she used to spit at a camera. Cares about you in London. You could just... So, you know... No one needed any clout. You didn't...
I am my content. That's what people don't seem to realise. They think that, like, this is my content, but it's not. Like, I'm only ever on the FYP, really, because of, like, an extreme opinion or, like, a... You know what I mean? Like, something that's gone in my life that I've talked about on my live. Like, I've spoke about everything, and they isolate those clips and still post them. So I still get the same content out there that she does. So she hates the fact that she has to sit there all day long, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's so boring, honestly.
Have any clout, darling.
This has been entertaining because she's bringing herself down. She thought she was bringing me down, but yous all know me by now, you know what I mean?
I blew up with millions of views, darling. You didn't have millions of views. You've never had
Oh, God, she's so obsessed with views that don't make her any money.
millions of views.
Oh, millions of views, millions of views. Oh my God, a paedophile has got millions of views. Should we be impressed by that too? These stings, that paedophile stings, should we be dead impressed because they've got millions of views? Oh my God, you're on par with a pedo. I always celebrate my successes, don't I? Not how many views and not how many people are watching. Obviously, I'm talking about it like she's trying to say shit. But, like, we don't look at leaderboards, populars, you know what I mean, or any of those things. That's her whole entire existence.
You know, and
then she realised nobody would ever buy her artwork because it's shit, let's face it. You know what I mean? It is shit. I only champion my friends, you know. I would support somebody even with the worst product and I'd be like, that is amazing because they put the heart and soul into it. But if I'm actually taking myself away from such, what a load of shit.
You got with Rickster, probably on purpose as well. You know,
nobody would get with him on purpose.
Because of me, like you went on holiday with fucking Lisa. Because of me, because Lisa was my friend, my art friend.
But she said the same thing about Lisa, if you remember, everybody. Let's not rewrite history. Does everyone remember, man, Lisa's holiday? And I got COVID and all that. She said that Lisa stole me off her at the time. It just depends on who she doesn't like at the time. You've made a fool of yourself this whole last week, Chelsea. You know what I mean? And you thought I was down and out. No, love. The only down and out is you. You spoke about me all week. Thanks for the free promotion. You've used your platform to spread my name even more. And now I've managed to make you look very stupid as well. And against women. You don't support women, no way. You abuse women. You're on par with an abusive man. Like, she has to sit there and lie. She doesn't have no evidence for what she says. She'll say something like, oh yeah, and I was the one who got you clout. Bitch, everybody knows my rise on this app and I've stayed risen. Ugh, hell. She's obsessed. Imagine trying to take credit for literally, I was the biggest lockdown legend going on this app, you know what I mean? I'm still the biggest legend on here now.
You know, sometimes I just agree with her on loads of stuff because...
Well, that makes you stupid, doesn't it? Because anybody who agrees with somebody when they don't agree is a weak woman. You're a weak-minded woman. Weak.
I just... Why?
And you can't call me weak for domestic abuse, for suffering domestic abuse, because half of our chat are women. Probably 90% are women. So I'm men. So you're literally invalidating everyone's abuse if you try and invalidate mine one more time, because everyone's seen the proof. You may not want to believe it, but you've championed an abuser.
Why would you even want to try and argue with this person? Like, I don't have the energy or time.
That's a bit stupid. You've done the last week trying to campaign and get support and beg it up off DJ. You've tried to affect me any way possible. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's because we're friends. It's because for so many different things. Have you not noticed? It's because I'm friends with DJ. It's because I'm more successful. It's because I've got more views, even though I always have more views than you. Because I'm select and exclusive. You're not exclusive. You're a washed out nothing, really. You know, when you think about it, you can't even live a normal life. Like, you've made yourself that much of a spectacle that you brag about being trolled at this stage. I can't even walk the streets. What a terrible existence.
I'm like, you're not worth my energy and time.
Well, you gave me a whole week of your energy and time, and you'll probably give me more because you can't keep your mouth shut because you're so stupid. And none of this fake management, are giving you the good advice that I'm far more intelligent than you. And you tried to finish me off, you know. And I would never do that to anybody if they're real life situation, because this was real life. It wasn't an app. I had an argument with the creator. She knew. She's suffered my abuse with me as a friend at the time.
But I'm not gonna sit here and keep my mouth shut when I can.
Me and my 14-year-olds. Oh, love, can we see evidence of these 14-year-olds? We need to tell our parents immediately.
And see what this person is literally doing.
I must have been touching people through the screen again. Lock up your kids, love. I've been touching people through the screen.
To everyone on this platform, and it's just disgusting.
Disgusting?
Them.
Ah, what a little hater. Jealous, envious drug. And your colour book wouldn't have done half as well if it wouldn't have been my promotion, by the way. And these pens, how much of a big deal I made it. Because people who watch me are like, oh yeah, I won't colour the... Because everyone follows what I do, this whole app does, and then they lie and go, oh no, I created this, you didn't. You're a liar. This is hilarious. So this, I don't think this is AI. People said this was real.
And if you
Is this real?
then come on. Oh, come on. Ooh.
It's real. Oh my god, girls, do you love it? So if any of you want to put one in the bank for later, I'll make it bigger so you can screen record, okay? So just imagine it's you. Let me just make it a bit bigger. Just imagine this is you, alright? I'll start it again.
And if you feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Ooh. Let's get it on.
Thank you, Huggy.
Let's get it on.
God, he did it for ages, didn't he? So there you go, girls. If you want to imagine it later on, you can put the phone behind you, maybe, you know what I mean, and zoom in or something. I love Sam Walker after what he's done. I love everybody, but like I can G-Crew in that, obviously, but like the male thing who put themselves forward today was great. Ah, right, let's see. Zach questions Miss Red's response to Evil Queen's DV allegations.
So scummy, like it's trash.
I still love Zach, you know, even though he made me smile today, because I was alright by the time he phoned me anyway, because the Sam thing has happened. I'd already interacted with Sam. And I know I had Sam's number as well, you know what I mean? He sent me his number a few days ago. But he phoned me up and he was like, oh, I'm so glad to hear you, and then went on to talk about everything else. And I was like, yes, okay, Zach. I was like, thanks, babe, love you. I know he loves me. He gets carried away.
And this is stuff that...
Chelsea, they're saying bad stuff right now. I'm really not bothered, babe. I've took my power back. I don't care what anybody's saying about me, babe. I've had the worst done and said, and I don't give two shiny ones. I'm not living my life worried about what others are saying. If it's good enough for me to respond to, then I'll absolutely make mincemeat of them. So, win in the proper way. They'll never make me snap again. They'll never. I owe a lot to everybody, because you've all supported me across different platforms as well. And other people's audiences, so... About talking to 14-year-olds. Oh, God, love. Oh, my God. Phone the place.
I actually care about us.
Moderators, put the word 14 in the chat, please, love. Of course they're going to try and bring me down because I'm top of my peak of mental health and everything now. You'll never make me break.
Well, otherwise I wouldn't give a shit. I just let people crack on. But
I think that triggered a lot of people today, Miss Red's response, because she really wanted to say I was wrong, didn't she? She wasn't looking at it like, oh my God, like I can understand because I lived through it with Evil Queen. Like she would have been traumatized, and Becca as well. She's just so stupid, honestly. The woman is just an idiot, like a walking idiot. Like, I don't give her any credit anymore. No, Miss Red, you are an absolute. You're too wanting to blame people, and you can't just have your own strong opinion. Doesn't matter what I've done or said. I don't deserve to be abused in a relationship and, you know, domestically violenced. I've not hurt anyone in real life. I've not abused any children or raped anyone or murdered anybody or committed any heinous crimes at all. I've had arguments with plebs on this app that I've said equally as bad to me, and I don't even do any of that anymore. I can get you in an intelligent way. I'm on a good level now. Brilliant.
I'm just like the hypocrisy of it all. Like, the hypocrisy is ridiculous, you know? And it makes me start to wonder if these people have actually experienced it that fucking give out this shocking advice.
That's what I thought about Miss Red saying that she went through it, because you can't prove it because her ex-partner's not here anymore. You know, he passed away. But, like, to have no empathy like Miss Red had today, she just really she was going, I'll put whatever I want on here. You could see she was desperately trying to, like, do me over type of thing. And then when she said I should go, at this stage, you all just need to phone each other and sort it out. Honestly, my blood ran cold when she said that. I thought, how dare you say I should phone my abuser who's abusing me? You know, to the point where bloody Sam Walker had to get involved in something that he's never had anything like this involvement before. So, you know, the fact that a man could show more empathy from you, Miss Red, is absolutely a shining beacon of the person that you are. You're a weak-minded woman. You don't stand for women. You support men. You chose DG when there was no choice to be made. You had him in the box the other day when women wanted to talk about their experiences and how, you know, then they were attacked and stuff. You love men. You don't care about us girls. You're a man's man. You're always defending men. Dave, this person, nothing to do with Dave. I'm just saying, if you notice, she's always attacking women. And it's not really men. She loves men. Like, she's, oh yeah, we love this man. And it's always a positive about men. But when it's women, Cortisas and me, everyone, she's vile. She gets really vile. She opens the box up, but she won't have men talked about like that. Come on. She's like, she wants to be in with men so much because she's just not a girl's girl. She openly says she's like a tomboy and all that. Like, so it's like CLA. She's not a girl's girl either.
Nice. Do you know what I mean?
Even though all the supporters are women, that's what makes me mad, is that all of these people who are men's men, your supporters are women. And you let women down, and you fail women all the time, Miss Red. You fail women so much, you really do. And it's awful, it really is. And it hurts when it's in front of so many people. You know, and you're invalidating people and making polls up about people's abuse and that. Not today, but in the past you have. You know, so it's just ridiculous that you didn't just... Because you knew already, but you're that twisted that you didn't want to validate my abuse, that you still wanted to talk about what I've done in the past, and, you know, well, we've got to remember this, and this, that. No, we don't have to remember nothing. It was outrageous from the start till the finish. And even a gangster had to get involved in the end, Miss Red. You're disgraceful. An embarrassment of a woman, and at least I'm actively trying to be a good person. You've not changed. You're not changed. You're just smarter at playing the game now. That's all. But you're still an idiot because you don't support women. You sit there and say you offer your space up to women. You do not.
Like, did you go through it personally, or did you just...
I wasn't even born a woman, and I put myself in danger for women. That could have caused me danger yesterday, what I did for Talia. Like, people think it didn't help or not, it did. And I won't change my mind. I'm not upset that I did it. I've explained to my audience, you know, my cousin's just had justice for her abuse from a cage fighter boyfriend, was all over ITV News. Talia approached her. My cousin has just been through it. She knows I've been through it. You know, I related instantly and felt so heartbroken. Phoned the police, phoned everyone, Gracie. So these are the people I contacted. Gracie, my dad, you can ask all these, Bradley. I contacted the police, Canadian Angie. That's five people that tried to help me, you know what I mean? And so I reached out. So I literally ran with, like, he's not there now. If I tell thousands of people, at least it's out. And then and the fact that she was trying to say that I was wrong, it should never have been put out, but it could have saved a woman's life, you bitch. I'm gonna go because I've said so many triggering things, but I want to say how happy I am with you all, and I love you all, and I promise I'm not acting. This is who I am. I don't need the Evil Queen thing. I've got rid of it. I've put it in the papers for you, you know what I mean? Like, it's the end of an era. There's no vulgarity. If these creators want to come for me, I'm coming back at you. There's no favours apart from to the people who I love and adore, and I'd like to say a big massive sorry to any of my friends who I have snapped at today, because it's not been me. It's been me feeling like I wasn't being heard, and I was back in the same place I was those years ago when and I've lost all that weight again, but no more. Honestly, I couldn't be happier, and I am so happy now, and I'm back to where I was, honestly. But I'm better, you know what I mean? I'm in a better place now because I don't need to be vile, and they've all shown themselves for who they are, that they don't believe in second chances. They don't want to give the benefit of the doubt. They're always going to bring things up I did in the past, so they've got nothing in the future to attack me with, you know what I mean? And now they're talking, trying to say I'm a child abuser and stuff like that. Bring forward the child, and bring forward the parents, and bring forward the bloody police case and everything. You can't just go around making accusations with zero evidence about me. It's absolutely crazy. They say that my friend Danny abused a child and stuff like that. It's disgusting. And that rumour was started by Rickster, everybody. Right, do you remember? And my best mate Danny, he's an abuser, a child abuser. That's what he said. And that's how it started, and people run with it still to this day. Do you know they said that I abused this child, and one of the relations who I know reached out to me and said, oh my god, I can't believe they're saying these things to you. And the kid was actually traumatised that people were saying that I'd abused him, you know what I mean? Because it's an actual real child, everybody. Leanne, the mother, the brother, I've met them all. They all come on a family day out with everybody. Josh from in the chat, parents, Emily. You know, I spoke out before about this and said, what the hell do you think I put my children at risk? So all the parents, we did gaming days out, and I was mates with all the parents, and they wanted their kids to basically knew it was a safe environment, you know what I mean? And since then, it's been said, oh, the gaming community, oh, but all the parents were there. Like, ask anybody who was a part of it. I've met up with loads of different people, but not children. Like, it's weirdos. They've said, my friend Danny is a child abuser, but, you know, it's just crazy. He said, I've abused this child, and he felt compelled to get a message to me via one of his relations to say that that's never happened. Well, of course I know it's never happened, but imagine saying that about a child. So the lad is on this app, so he's 16 now. He was 14 when he was in the gaming community, so in 2 years he can go live, you know what I mean? So, like, they're literally saying a child's been abused that hasn't. And he's on, and he still watches, he follows me. I don't follow him back, because obviously everybody always talks about him and I don't want to bring attention to his account, but he's 16. Liv Bradley, she was 15 when she was in the community. She just turned 18 the other day. Who'd come and give me a gift, and I said, oh, you were the creator the other night. Like, if these had anything to say about me, wouldn't they be telling their abuse story by now and saying, right, you know what I mean? Why are the parents not coming on saying, yeah, she's done that, look, here's when she was investigated, because it's never happened. And they'll try anything, and you'll never bring me down. I'm stronger than ever now. Come for me, bitches. Come for me, because I've done nothing wrong. I don't deserve to be hurt in my life because I have been abused. I've dropped all the Evil Queen stuff. I'm not saying anything vile. I haven't done for well over a month now since I was on my proper medication, because now I don't chase that dopamine hit to be argumentative with people, and I can take a step back and think, hang on a minute, you're out of order, and I can project myself properly. I can regulate my emotions, and you know, and then you've got people trying to invalidate me ADHD. Oh, the only reason she'd be forgetting things on the medication is because she hasn't got it and she doesn't really need the medication. That's the only reason. It's not at all. The medication is called dexamphetamine, which is putting all my brain together like a jigsaw and keeping it together. So as that medication starts wearing off, or it's stronger at different points, because when I take it before I come on here, it takes about 40 minutes to I get the full effects, and I'm like, oh, like that. So you go through different stages, and then by the end of the night, I forget what I've even walked in a room for, because my brain's been held together all day by glue, this medication. So you've got to remember that, like, without this medication, my brain doesn't work like everybody else's, so I have to put it in. So that's why so when they start, you don't forget things, it makes you not forget things. But here's stuff, I've never forget as much things. My spelling's awful. I've always been a great speller, and ask anyone who's been texting me lately, even my Facebooks or here, I keep missing words out and stuff like that, or spelling them wrong, and it takes me like sometimes a while to spell the one word, because, like, you know, it's like speed. So like I'm like that woo all the time and everything, but it's made me a great person because it's replaced anything I was missing. So I love you all. I just want to say I'm so sorry again to anybody who has misunderstandingly been affected by my panic today. I know everyone was trying to be lovely and give me advice, and at times I got a bit frustrated because I felt like, you know, as much as people were trying to help, it was still taking my voice away, because it was like, oh, we shouldn't talk about this, or we shouldn't do this, or we shouldn't do this, to protect me, which was in goodness, but people didn't understand how desperate I was at the time, and you can imagine then I felt like I've been fooled again, and they'd had me again yesterday. But I don't know what's going on with Talia, because that didn't sound fake to me, but I didn't produce it to mock her or to get one up, or look, this proves my story, because my story was already proved. Everyone knows that. My story was proved. I was shitting myself thinking, oh my god, if he goes back then she's stuck, and then if I haven't told everyone, they say, why didn't you say something? You've got a big mass platform, we could have helped. And then as soon as I did, it was boom. But like, it wasn't done out of malice, it never was. I was traumatised. My cousin Becca, she was traumatised. She'd just been and had a justice and that, and she got physically pounded and, you know, threatened and killed and all that, and it's all in the news. So she was traumatised, I was traumatised. I reached out to 5 different people. I'm giving you the names here. Go and ask and do your checks. I messaged Gracie. I rang my dad. My dad told me to not believe them, and I put the phone down on him, and I sent him a message saying, you know, it's not right to not believe somebody. I put that up here. I reached out to Canadian Angie, and I verbally spoke to her over the phone as well. I messaged Bradley as well, and I said, oh my god, Talia's being abused. Ask him. I can back all this up. I've reached out to, and I've got the police log where you can call log, but not the recording, because I wasn't thinking about recording police calls. But I do have the logs. I phoned the police 3 times in the past few days, you know, 101. And yeah, I've tried everything, and I just was so worried that another woman, because it was like, oh my god, I've got to help her. I couldn't help myself, but I can help her. So it come from a place of not malice, as much as people want to portray it to be that way. It wasn't. And you know, I've been through such terrible abuse. I was broken even up until today, and I've had to have so much support to make me remember that nobody's going to come and hurt you because Rickster's abused you. Is he going to tell somebody to come and hurt me even more because of what he's done? How could you even put your name to that as a family member? You know what I mean? Say nothing, that's fine. Nobody's expecting to speak out. But, you know, to activate the flying monkeys over what he's done to a woman, and many women, not just me, you know, multiple partners. So why should I suffer because I'm transgender? You know, because it's embarrassing, because I won't shut up, you know what I mean, when I'm getting attacked. Because I don't bring this up. If he just goes away and stops talking about me and making lies up and stop trying to prove his innocence when he's guilty, none of this would ever... If he wouldn't have went to me partner when I'd just been cheated on and I was trying to get through, I was trying to be a good person and say, listen, I'm forgiven with me heart. And you can see the messages on Facebook, like, me and Jack were alright, and it was him that made all this happen, and then, you know, made me the phone incident and all that, because, you know, I only did that and kept hold of the phone just in case anything like this happened. And it helped me, it did. So I'm not sad or bad that I kept the phone. I'm happy I did all those things, everything I did to protect myself after being the victim of a horrendous campaign of coercive control, manipulation, extortion, romance scam. You know, being told I'm loved one minute, ugly the next, I should unalive 1 minute, you know, then he wants to unalive, and, you know, then a business deal's gone wrong, then I try to help, and, you know, it's just been absolutely awful. But I am so grateful that it's all happened, and I will be a much better person from this, and all the people who have dug in on me, the Mother Teresa's who said they wanted to see me cry today, you know, when you know how serious it's been, to say things like, you're the evil person. At least I was only ever doing an act to make money, you know, and I got a bit carried away. And then obviously, like, I'd argue extremely back to people who were saying things to me in the transphobic way to make points, part of bigger conversations, as it says in the newspaper. If I was this big bad person, the newspaper would have, you know, been made up like, yeah, and they would have said, but even they know it was an act, and you can verify, because I've got all the footage, so I've shown them all, you know what I mean? They know that it was an Evil Queen act. Everybody knows on here. It's the people who don't like me that go, she said terrible things. But you have just turned round today and said, go on, cry. I love to see you cry. When, like, I was literally being re-abused, and so have other women. So you wanted me not to get this abuser out there for everyone to know, while Talia could still be getting abused. You were willing to risk Talia, this lady who sat for a year living in fear, you know, and he nearly stopped her again tonight off the withheld calls. But this girl now feels strong. She got my number. She knows this platform. Any other women that need to come forward, and there might be more women that are coming forward. Delusive Angie's doing an awareness live tomorrow, you know, with all of these evidences, because we're not having it. And I hope the male creators of the app absolutely banish this person. I know nobody bothers with them anyway, but you need to use your platform like us women do for you men. If you ever see this, male creators, we've used our platform so many times to help you. You know, we've done it. Sam Walker's done it, you know, and he's a practical gangster. You know, he doesn't say he is, but, you know, if you've got actual gangland coming out to support, then you need to stick up for us women, because when you're accused and that, I know people say, but JC, but I was supporting a woman because, like, I didn't want to disbelieve a woman because I was disbelieved so much. So if you actually think about it, I wasn't hammering JC out of vengeance or anything like that. It was my own experiences and stuff, you know, so I didn't want to tell this girl she was a liar, because everyone else was, thousands of people. You know, and then when she didn't bring it out, I did start to say, didn't I, this is a little bit suspicious and all that, but, you know, I'm not taking that back either. I'm happy I campaigned for a woman during JC, because there was very few people who were. So, yeah, just remember who's been absolutely awful through all of this, you know, and who's used the platform to, you know, say it was okay to abuse women, and I hope other women come forward. Don't lose your voice. Finally, you've got a voice, and I'll use my platform, and I'll put myself in danger, because there is no danger, because there's not a man or woman alive that will come and do the dirty work of somebody who has abused multiple women and put the fear of God into them and worn them down to nothing. Who in the right mind, whether you are their family, their friend, or whoever, would put your name to that when Sam Walker, you know, an actual man, no women, no children, you know, will not invalidate abuse on a transgender woman? And he even says that he doesn't see me as any different than a full woman. So who do these plebs think they are, who've abused us because we've been good people and wanted to love somebody? And, you know, that's all I ever did, was love this person. And I should not be made to feel intimidated or scared or fearful in my own home because of threats from an abuser who's abused not just me but multiple women. He even abused Miss Red. He said he would punch her in the face, and he's also threatened many other creators on here. It's not even about the relationship thing. This woman wasn't, she slept with him once. Ems has been invalidated. You just wouldn't believe Ems. It's outrageous. So please, set aside your differences for any creator, no matter whether it's Ems, me, Miss Red, Talia. It's not right, and there's a difference between app stuff, which is a bit of to and fro, to actual real life abuse. And I stand with all women and men who will ever go through domestic violence, and if you ever need me, obviously I can't be a help desk for anybody, but if you're ready to take the move and the step, I won't publish anything, but I'll try and direct you to some good people who will be able to help you. So never feel alone or lost. There's always someone out there. I didn't even recently realised how much abuse I'd suffered until I relived it again, because obviously I just tried to carry on my life and I was a bit in a bubble, so I actually didn't consider myself as any type of survivor of domestic abuse in any degree. I just thought I'd been scammed or whatever, but I was literally worn down, and I'm never doing that myself, and I can't wait to stuff my face morning, noon and night until I put all this lovely weight back on and have a nice big fat arse, and then next time I get banged it'll be bouncing off some man who'll appreciate me. So love you all. I'm so sorry if I upset anybody, whether it be a viewer, whether it be a box person, or whether it be one of me really close friends. I've been going through a lot. I'm out of that now. I'm not going to allow myself to live in fear. What will be will be. If someone wants to hurt me because of what I've been through, then that's up to them. But I've made unreserved apologies to anybody that I've ever upset, and I'll try my best to carry on forward as I've been doing, with biting back with tongue in cheek instead of being absolutely vile. So I love you all. I love you so much, and I'm so sorry if I've upset anybody or hurt anybody by being dismissive or frantic, or not taking advice, because I had 50 people all giving me different advice and I couldn't think for myself at some stages throughout the days. And I love you all, and thank you so much for all the support. I'll always appreciate it, and I'll love you and leave you and see you all tomorrow. And thank you so much again. And reach out if you are in a position, because there's always somebody who's been there in the same position, and we understand, and I will always understand forevermore, and I will always support women like I always have done. It's just been twisted by the likes of Mama Cars and the people who don't like me to say I'm a woman hater, when if you actually think back to my history on this app, I've always championed women. Always. Because I understand as a woman, people may invalidate, oh well, you're a trans woman, but from 18 I've been a woman. Do you know how many men have leered at me and made suggestive comments and invalidated me, and done the worst as a woman would receive, that men would never understand, and I may have been born that way, but it wasn't my choice, and my brain has always been who I am now, and I did everything I could to be the person. So I demand respect, because I'm campaigning for women and I wasn't even born one. I'm doing more for women than Chelsea Liart, Miss Red, or any of these people who actually claim to be women's could ever could, and I wasn't even born one. So I'm here for you women, I'm also here for you men. But I love yous. Good night, God bless, and I'm so sorry again if my behaviour, which has been a bit erratic over the last few weeks through sheer panic at lies being told, and my image being smeared anymore by lies and men who are using me in that. And I apologise so much to Bradley, because when I think about it even more so now, leaving a 2-week gap from that to go to Bradley, I'm so glad I met him. I'm gutted we ever got to a bad place, but now we're in a good place. So regardless of what the future holds, I will always keep that lad in my life, and I don't care who he goes with, if he meets somebody else or whatever. You won't be pushing me out, love. Obviously I won't be getting involved in that, but I'll always be there for him when he needs me or wants me. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much again, and like I say, another apology, because I feel so bad that I could have potentially upset any of my friends who've been there for me and made them feel like any type of badness or doubt me in any way. It was just I really didn't know what to do, and now I'm so happy, and it will never happen again, and I'll be back tomorrow. We'll have all the prizes ready tomorrow. I'll have everything boxed. I'm gonna take care of everything tomorrow, get right back on track, and I'm never looking back, and I don't care what this man says about me going forward. Everyone knows where he is. The only reason he's getting any attention is because of obviously the likes of Chelsea Liart have been championing him and platforming him and dismissing women's abuse and that, and it's been a bit messy, so everything's going back to normal. I'm not living in fear. What will be will be. If someone wants to harm me because I'm making a conscious effort to be a better person, or you've got any access to ground, considering I've just unreservedly apologised regardless of what the situation may be, to whom it may be, no matter whether you still hate me now. then my apology extends to you. I'm going to continue doing my content. I'm never going to like the people who I already don't like. You know, the people who've said things, I'm never going to do any of those things. I don't trust any of these people. I trust the people who've been there for me throughout this whole thing. So yeah. I love you all. Thank you so much. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Thank you again for everything. And I really, really mean that from the
Uko area. CBJ uko area.
But niko busy sitakuwa around hiyo time.
Fungua tu roho useme ukweli.
Nifunguke yote. Imagine siko around hiyo time. Si unajua Jackie amesema tu jana ama juzi. Ni jana.